But you guys are starting to ramble. I'm going to quickly grab a drink and my donuts, and I'll be back, and then we'll begin.
Okay.
Yeah, I should probably grab cereal.
Go War.
I
Carl
wish I
has
had
social
food.
skills now.
Okay.
Congratulations, he's slightly better.
He is.
Try to not
Because
die
before he
now.
had like 2.
I'm really hoping that mail's still happening in my campus because I forgot to stock up on food, so I don't have anything to eat for a week.
You
Damn it,
Snow World?
Rose.
What's up?
You like in Snow World?
I'm on break.
Right.
Hello,
March.
Sideline, quick question. Wait, never mind. You can't wear this armor anyway. Never mind.
So, everyone here, I presume.
Yes. Hi.
I am going to have to enforce the time restrictions on the session a bit more than I used to.
Okay.
Notably because I have a job and I start tomorrow.
Congrats.
Ooh, yay. Cool. Congratulations.
Yeah, I've not told anyone, but yeah, I start tomorrow. So.
I knew.
Well, aren't you fancy?
You've knew from other sources, I believe. But...
Yep.
It's cheating.
Sources.
You didn't get it from the main source. Doesn't count.
Well,
Fake news.
Listen, your girlfriend's cheating. I don't know how that works.
Anyway. Welcome back to session, everyone.
Hello.
All of you had the chance to just basically chill out, it seems like, for a day. Just kind of relax. Just kind of chill out at the tavern for the most part. You've done so much stuff recently. It was just good to kind of sit back.
I tried to relax. For the first time this entire vacation, Kelis tried to relax and she had lightning bolts thrown at her.
The others don't know about
except for the beach scene, that was pretty relaxing.
Kelis wasn't there.
The others don't know about. You're not even here, so... You don't exist.
Wow, you are bad at vacations.
I really am. I'm so bad at vacations.
He doesn't even exist right now, so... Not a problem.
Yeah.
Kelis doesn't exist.
Not my monkeys, not my circus.
Yeah, for the...
From also, but yeah.
But just for the stream's sake, because obviously they don't see what happens in between sessions on the downtime. Long story short, Kelis was fine in the morning, went out. People think that she might have came back at like lunchtime because invisible things happened and Aspen thought he could smell her, and then she's not been seen from since. Like, he tracked her up to the room, the door was locked, but she's not been seen from since. Continue.
Yeah, it is a new day. The weather outside is actually fairly drab. It's raining quite hard at the moment.
Yay.
The downpour quite strong, though it's been sunny all the days you've been here so far, pretty much. So, it was good while it lasted.
Nah, Amaya's probably sitting out like under a overhang or something, enjoying the rain while sipping a warm cup of tea or something.
The tavern this morning, as a result, though, is filled with a large number of patrons. Quite a lot, actually. So, it makes it more lively indoors for once. There are people around, from some people at the bar drinking at like 10 a.m. Because what else do you do when you're a drunken sailor? There is a musician on the stage for once, playing away, strumming her fine lute. There is a table of people playing cards. Definitely not gambling. No, we're not gambling here. Definitely not. There's a few people there. Halfling, a gnome, pair of elves, catfolk.
Meow. Maybe Kelis is there after all. There are catfolk.
Perhaps.
We've already confirmed every catfolk in the city must be Chorus.
Even when there's multiple in one place like this, they're all Kelris somehow.
There's only one catfolk in the tavern right now. There's only one catfolk here, so.
Well, I hope no one was planning on taking a nice refreshing walk outside. Well, unless you're apparently Hazel and Amaya?
Mm-hmm.
Hestia's already gone somewhere.
Well, Hestia's a water dragon, so it's fine. Hazel's part plant, so it's fine. And Amaya's a freak, so it's fine.
I mean, we knew this would be the case. It was autumn and all.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm glad I brought my umbrella.
Mm-hmm.
So, obvious question is, I'm assuming nobody has seen Cowers, as per usual.
I have not, no.
I don't think so, nope.
Academy's just gonna walk up to the catfolk and I'll just aura sight the catfolk and for magical aura.
That's cheating.
It's not Kelris's aura, is it?
I mean, roll to aura sight.
Nat one, nat one,
Didn't
nat
have
one.
a character card opening that up.
Cool.
Yes.
It's not one.
Well, so you incorrectly identify the aura.
Oh dear.
I mean, it could be Kelris.
It is very busy and lively in here. I think that's Kelris over there, but I cannot tell. It's too many emotions are going through the room.
You can't just look at any catfolk and be, oh, where's Cowers?
Why not?
The catfolk also does have a great sword.
I mean,
This is vaguely racist, I think. Even though we have like good cause for thinking that it might be, I was about to say Shiva, Cowers. Shiva, you're not the catfolk, are you?
Last time I checked, I want to make jokes I can't make. God damn it.
why not?
It's
Why
okay.
can't you make...
The circlet hasn't talked to her and turned into a catfolk yet. That's the next step.
Ah, okay.
Shiva, make a charisma check.
Oh. Why'd I talk about it?
Fucking Beetlejuiced it.
That's not a great roll.
Oh dear.
Okay, I'll make a note of that. Thank you.
Cool. It's fine. Dark Randomly asks me for things all the time. I'll explode one day.
It throws you off.
I know the feeling.
Adeline,
Hmm.
could you please roll me a will save?
Sure. Oh dear.
What are you doing now?
What did you eat?
I didn't eat anything other than pancakes.
Doesn't she have the bracelet on her still?
And
I do, but I'm not using it.
And also, what's her name? Can't forget about that.
Damn it, Torin.
Alright. Everything is perfectly okay.
So I suppose a good question is, did anyone have any plans that's ruined by the rain? And if so, do we want to do something together?
I wanted to go see the sports show. Good ticket things, right?
Mm-hmm.
I know Hazel wanted to go see the ants that live in the gardens, but it is fine if you all don't want to go.
I don't know what I want to do. That is the issue.
I will say that I've come across something slightly disturbing.
Which is...
I was speaking to the spirit that was within the Baroness's home, and it was a dryad. The problem being it was very isolationist for a good reason, as it appears that I am not an isolated case. The hunter is not the only hunter, and it has apparently wide sweeping effects on the Fae. I did not know this was a case. I lived in isolation for most of my life, and even I never really talked to other Fae either.
So you're saying there's another hunter out there hunting Fae?
I'm saying there might be multiple hunters, like they might be a full pack, and they all may have a cave trait.
Like, are they all on the same level?
I do not know.
And do you think it has something to do with the worm cult?
That is what I believe, yes.
I've still got all the stuff for them, but I haven't really bothered looking for them because it looks kind of weird. And also, it's still encoded.
Yes, I believe that you should look at that. I will not help you. From what I can tell, unless you want me to, okay, I should not say that. I will help if I must.
I mean, I'm probably good on that front. It's just...
She described the patron, as a disconcerting thing of a word bygone. I do not know what this means.
Yeah. Honestly, it sounded like the thing that Longthorn was kind of talking to us about. Yeah, that's...
Is it a patron, or she makes air quotes, patron?
I think it is a patron, a proper one.
Yeah, it doesn't sound good, whatever it is.
It is... She described it as my hunter being a single fruit on a corrupted tree, a single seed of darkness on its branch in a hull of primordial night. They serve something greater, something slumbering, something waking, a beast of rock and steel of a world gone, is what she said, and that is my quote.
Mm-hmm.
I do believe this is why it would be a reasonable culprit to why we might need to bring back this.
Maybe? I mean, I imagine there's a lot of big world issues in which bringing back whatever the thing we were supposed to bring back might solve.
I believe so too, yes. Like the Great Hunger that is sealed somewhere nearby the fire spirit in our home, or this, or something.
There's a lot of issues. I swear to God, if you stab me in the back.
I look at that.
I like to imagine Isuta literally mutters that as the catfolk walks over. Just sees him in the corner of her eye.
Well, not much we can really do about the hunter for now.
I do not know of his well-being, neither does the Dryad, and she was very angry about the subject. It seems that a lot of Fae have gone underground, as well as spirits, apparently taking fear to their hearts about what this is. It is strange, since I have not felt such a presence stirring. Normally, such catastrophes have ripples going through the world before it happens.
I mean, you were slightly distracted for a very long time.
I agree, yes. Perhaps I need to be working on my connection.
Reese?
Hmm?
Perhaps you should work with Cadme on that. At some point, not obviously right now.
I suppose I've never been good at hearing Gaia's true words. And the world tree is meant to be part of her truly, so perhaps there is something there.
I mean, if you think it will help, I suppose maybe my songs will help your seance or something.
Perhaps. You do
It's
speak.
something.
You do speak directly from the world tree's bowers. Still, it is something I cannot control at the moment, and to worry about it would be to overstep my boundaries.
Patron is typing.
Oh god, it's him. We're having a very dour morning.
It is.
It's what happens when it gets shitty weather.
I don't know what
Shiva
you're all complaining
has-
about. I love this weather.
I mean, Shiva has a silent agreement to this. You can kind of tell by her facial expression that if she told you what happened in her downtime, she'd probably also be a pretty big downer.
It has troubled my mind for some time. To know someone such as the Dryad to be so concerned, they're generally so powerful and hold great strength and comfort within their domain. Yet she seemed fidgety and almost lacking control in what her emotions were. It's not good for the Fae's health to be in such a state of lack of creativity in life. She is simply content with subsisting, which is, in my opinion, no subsistence at all.
I mean, does the Fae not ebb and wave like most things? Even natural life goes through periods where it looks uncertain for itself.
To ebb and wave, yes, but to feel excitement during it, not paralyzing fear. I mean, even when great volcanoes and eruptions and earthquakes happens, the Fae take the moment of trauma and turn it into something constructive and ways of building, ways of making nature grow. But she was hiding away. Not like most dryads hide, but is hiding out of fear, not of a way of existence. I guess this is true for many spirits and stuff. I guess many of the spirits I've seen are mostly hiding now. It wasn't like how it was when I was much younger.
The world is an ever-changing place, I suppose,
But to change
yeah.
like this is not a healthy thing.
It's the sort of thing we'll have to keep our eye on in the future.
Of course. I don't know how to do it right now, and I don't believe I can do it for the Dryad, but finding a way of building courage within the Fey hearts might be something that needs to be. Even if we can't handle whatever this is.
Some of the patrons are also clearly upset in the background. Though the rain just keeping them in here is probably making things worse.
Yeah. Actually, that's a point.
What's up?
Assuming nobody's paying too much attention to them, is Stuff is going to flip out the Azure, Compendium of the Azure Dawn? Because we haven't looked at that in a while, and that's usually our main method of being like, hey, shit's going down, you need to pay attention to this.
Yeah, that's true.
Why not?
And I
Just
suppose
give it a quick...
You draw out the book, but it's quiet. The pages haven't changed since we last looked at it.
Okay,
I
that's
also
good then.
would like to. I haven't not looked at the book with the reliquary that it has changed. Many of the magics and spirits that reside within these two pieces are. I'm going to pull out the orb and place it next to the book. Maybe like touch it, place it, put both my hands on it. I don't know.
Nothing happens.
Okay. Do the butterflies at least like mingle?
A little bit.
Okay.
As far as I'm concerned, no news is good news.
I'd agree.
I suppose.
We don't have any urgent, world-threatening business to tend to, so let's just continue to try and enjoy our vacation a little bit longer before we jump right back into the deep end of our usual behavior of heroics and whatnot.
Hi.
will try to de-stress myself from the current situation. Dark, by the way, I did roll perception on that catfolk as they walked around. I don't know if that meant anything.
I saw.
Okay. Did I fail? Because I'm not going to spirit search that. Cadby wouldn't care.
Well, it's more a fact of having a DC to hit in the first place.
If it's coerced, it's
because there might have been something going on, but it might not have been something we can perception to find.
Yeah, because despite my draw, I like applying to my drawback to multiple things. I don't.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what pickpocketing is, so.
I mean, like technically in the rules, only the person being pickpocketed is allowed to check to notice it. So
I'm honestly not too worried, considering I'm not entirely sure how much stuff even keeps in our pockets. He probably got like a big wad of tissue paper.
It's like, let's see, I got tissues, a copper piece, a paper clip, and half of a piece of candy. Also, what the hell is this? Is this a worm? Why is there a worm in this girl's pocket?
Okay, maybe not that far.
I mean, some of the weird stuff in your material component pouch, though.
That's true.
I mean, Koro might have just stashed food in your pocket, be like, I'm gonna save this worm for later.
I don't know if he'd be doing that for food more just to be like...
Just to be a dick.
I do not like... I don't think I like vacations. It is very stressful.
I feel like the issue mayhap be that... I don't know.
You're doing it wrong.
This is not your kind of... Sorry.
Because you're still looking for trouble, and you're still looking for problems to solve. You're not just going out, finding something that looks like fun to do, doing it, coming back,
I do
resting.
that.
I would argue that this is Cadmy's version of fun. These are her kind. I don't blame her for looking for talking to them. However, she happened to talk to the wrong one, so to speak, if she intended to keep herself calm. This also is not a normal place Cadmy would be comfortable in. This is a giant city. That forest we were in, albeit not that particular kind of version, as she was going to vaguely allude to the fey fuckery that happened a lot, is far more comfortable for her.
I will admit that was a lot more calm.
Well, if that's the case, if you're not... Oh, Hazel wanted to go see the treants. But I was going to... Is that very weird? Yeah. We could have... I know it's raining, but if we take enough umbrellas, we could maybe have a nice picnic outside the tent. Just watch the rain.
Yeah, sure. I mean, we could also go over there and we could bring an extra sandwich for the leprechaun that was out there.
The leprechaun would be further than a few hours away from a few hours from town. You'd have to get to the.
I don't know what an hour is.
I mean, Cadby still realise though that forest is more than a short distance.
I can fly.
You can fly very badly.
True. I'm working on my flying. It's fine, but still.
Needs more weights.
I do. Adeline is a proper amount of weight, even though she is like almost nothing.
Yeah, yes.
How much do you weigh nowadays? And Cadmy basically reaches over and kind of touches the back of your shirt and just pulls up. I'm probably lifting Adeline a bit because she has 16 strength.
Yeah, 74 pounds.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, okay. Yep.
You're basically as easy to lift as Reese's.
Yeah. The wind's kind of been picking up around me, and it hasn't really.
I think I need to make you more jam. I think I need to make you more jam.
No, it's fine. I haven't lost any weight.
I've
been keeping up my exercises and everything, so.
Gabby picks up the bottom of your shirt to see if you're not like skin and bones.
Cadmy, that's not appropriate in public. Please stop.
I mean, Adeline does it enough anyways.
Ooh, called out.
She's not wrong, but still. Tend to avoid doing that in public unless I'm drunk.
That is fair. You do tend to get to be a different person when you're on poison water. Still, I would like to go talk to the Ents, for personal reasons as well. They are within the center part of town in the main park, past a few briar bushes where they used to isolate themselves. I can probably part the way for you, but I do not know of their disposition, as this did used to be an unseelie controlled forest. Still, they have been here for a long time, and if the Dryad said that the corruption that has affected me and the spirits and the Fae has been through here, they would remember.
Or is it just in general?
What?
Because you're saying like parting bushes for someone.
Oh, I could, in general, there's literal bushes
Right,
that
okay.
had it part them off from the rest of the park. Me and Hazel should be able to clear a way for you into their domain.
I can come with. It's something to do. I
Yes,
might part off from you for a while if everyone wants to try the picnic in the rain idea, as much as it might be a bad one.
Well, the park has many trees that are very vibrant. I'm sure we can find some shade and shelter.
I mean, if we could do it tomorrow, I could join you, because, I do have plans today. Speaking of
Yes, you're going.
Shiva, where is your kid anyway?
You can probably find her over by the bay, I would to guess.
Right, guess I'll have to go get her.
What do you want with Hestia? Normally you do not have the greatest disposition towards her.
Hestia wanted to come along to the Coliseum with me to watch people play games together in a competition.
Oh, the sports arena.
Mm-hmm. Like we saw on our first day here. Our second day.
I do not know what kind of games you guys play, but it would be interesting. I did enjoy going there with Adeline.
Mm-hmm.
Also,
I think it has something to do with swimming and trying to get some kind of ball into a net on the other side of the arena. I don't know for sure. That's why I'm going to go see it.
moving a ball while swimming seems very difficult.
Well, yes, it's supposed to be difficult.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah, that's called water polo.
Mm.
I don't know.
You were
Anyway.
going to that as well, Reese?
Mm-mm.
No, something else? Okay.
What time is it? Perhaps we can...
Chico time.
Perhaps we can hit both. But I don't imagine that we will...
Well,
I mean, Ents talk very slowly, but I have very few questions.
well, that's the thing. It's kind of a most of the day kind of affair.
They swim all day?
Well, it's not just one set of people. There are multiple events going on, and it's not just swimming. And there are multiple. There are a lot of people in the teams. It's complicated.
Oh, that is very impressive if they're doing multiple times of swimming around with hitting a ball around into, I don't know, bins. They're doing that all day? That is it. Perhaps Aspen should do that. I think it would wear him down nice. He'd actually stay still in
Well,
bed for once.
well, if we ever do get a moat around our keep, perhaps we can think about it.
Moat.
I think Koro and Hestia would really like it.
I don't know if a moat's really the sort of thing you want to be swimming in, though.
I mean, Hestia wants a cave lair, basically.
Well, if it's clean water, I don't see why not.
I know, but it's just having that keep
The problem
clean
is most
water.
moats aren't clean water is the issue.
Yeah, it's like where you keep the crocodiles.
You don't prioritize keeping it clean.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose we could have fancy moat if normally they aren't clean.
Yeah, we have a river nearby. We can figure something out. Anyway, I'm gonna go take a walk over to the beach, see if I can find Hestia.
Okay. Take Aspen with you. He will be good, I'm sure. You handle him very well.
Hestia will just pick him up by the scruff if he's not. It's fine.
Fling him into the ocean.
I'll see if they let me, but I only have 2 tickets, so they might not let me take him in with me.
That is fair. If you need any more coins or discs or something, I could give them to you.
No, it's fine.
Okay. Thank you.
Aspen, where are you?
He looks up from the table that he was currently. He was basically on the ceiling watching people play poker because he didn't know what the fuck was going on. He just looks over and goes, "Hi. Oh,
You're coming with me? We're taking a walk?
okay." He hops off the ceiling, floats for a few meters, and lands on a mine.
I imagine he just kind of velcros on.
Yep.
Maya just kind of pulls out the umbrella and just goes walking.
Oh, that's what we're doing. What about the rest of us? Cadme, you said treants?
Yes, and I would appreciate if people came with me. Even if you do not speak Trient, it would be good for you to come along, as I do not want to meet an angry.
I mean, I feel like at that point, shouldn't you just run?
I mean, yes, but having
It's
you around
dark.
makes it easier to run.
I wish my voice would stop cracking. I'm sorry. Illness sucks. Anyways, how likely would it be to find a comprehend languages scroll or potion, something along those lines?
Hello.
I mean, that wouldn't be that difficult to find. Though you still won't be able to speak it, but it wouldn't be the most difficult thing to find. It would need to be a scroll, though.
Thank you. I'd never looked into the creation of these because I don't care about them, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, when Cadme is like, oh, treants, I was like, okay, let me prepare comprehend languages.
Oh, you're preparing it?
I have it, but it's a personal spell, so I can't really go sharing it. I mean, I guess I could act as translator.
Well, I can speak Trient. It's not hard.
Oh yeah, but you're going to be speaking to them. Usually, if someone is translating while also speaking to them, it takes a lot longer.
That is fair, and considering that the Trians speak very slowly, I don't want to be taking up your entire day. Hopefully they know something, and then we can get better conversational skills.
Hopefully they're not trying to eat us.
For some reason, my brain thought she was going to say better reception. Got chewing these damn treats.
Yeah. Hazel will generally appreciate it as well. She spent a lot of time with Trians back home.
I guess if you want us there, I was just going to visit one of the market areas. I think there was some of them that had like cover and everything. So.
Oh well, we can go there too. Thank you for coming. If you are, Adeline, I do not know what you're doing.
I'm gonna wander around the city.
Do you want to come with?
No, I'm gonna be fine on my own.
Okay. If you find anything that you think I'll like, I will give you a number of discs if you pay for it. I don't know. You generally find very cool things that I quite like.
Sounds good.
There is this flashback in Shiva's head to a really, really short sundress.
And Cadby liked it, even though she cannot act on it.
That beach seems entirely too sunny.
I can't suddenly add clouds.
Sideline, you have a job to do.
Okay.
Let's see. For visiting treants, I want to have a fire spell.
But if I had a transparency spell, it'd be far transparency tool would be far easier. Not spell.
Mhm.
I don't like how that sounds, J-Mac, even though I understand why you're saying that, and it's literally worst case scenario. It still makes me highly uncomfortable.
Maybe I should bring my lance.
Like, worst case, I don't necessarily have to use it on them. I can just go, and they can go, fire. I would say run away, but we're not really gonna run. We're like, stay still.
Yeah, I think Reese might bring the lance along, given the fact that he might need the healing power from it.
I appreciate your hesitance. I do not know what alignment these fall into the Sealy or Sealy court. It is probably best to take the better part of
Shiva has bullshit as her main power, so it's fine.
Meanwhile, Karis!
Indeed.
You went to a beach?
Yeah, she's gone to the beach. She figured it in this weather, in the autumn, you know, the beach is basically going to be deserted at this point.
It's normally deserted anyway, but...
Yeah, but even more deserted now. Apart
How do you
from
feel
me.
when you find Hestia there?
I mean, is it the same beach? Is she
that's
visible
true.
there?
Like, it's unlikely she'd go out to the actual beach. She'd probably be in the bay itself. Given that's far closer and far more convenient.
Fair enough. I'm just thinking of when Amaya said she was taking a walk to the beach. I just kind of went with it.
Karis,
Mm-hmm.
you go to the beach.
She does.
It's quiet. Very quiet. You can even get shade from the rain if you'd like.
Sure, initially she'll like stay under tree cover.
Do you have any plans? Or is it just to like sunbathe in the rain?
As much as sunbathing in the vein is fun, she has science to perform. Which I know fills certain people here with dread.
No,
Yeah.
continue.
Already panicking.
What science would you like to perform?
First off, she needs to work out like some of the limitations of this teleportation ability she now has. Primarily, full disclosure, she ended up in a wall at one point, so she needs to find out why that happened. Because she wasn't aiming for a wall. Like, was her aim just off, or was it other things causing that? So, she needs to experiment on that. And secondly, she has another ability to test. And find out exactly what it actually does, which is why she's not doing it in the middle of a tavern.
Is it a HUD?
Would you want to test first?
Let's test the new ability. I mean, the whole testing the teleportation thing, that's something that's going to take ages, so let's find out what the new ability does first.
Okay. So Karis is standing there in the strange armor.
Mm-hmm. She's going to sort of focus on a point, probably out a little bit out into the water, because she doesn't know what this does, but if it's like a projectile or something, she wants to be aiming at something.
Okay, you're focusing out in the distance. And I presume you say the new command word you have.
Mm-hmm.
As you suddenly see, like, these runes begin to spiral around your right arm. And then the glove of that hand is now just glowing bright green. And it says power held in it right now.
Green's normally good.
Put your face.
That's what I'm thinking. Because she would have healed up a bit overnight, but she would still be a little bit scratched up. So if it's a healing, like I'm hoping, because green always makes me think healing.
I mean, the armor itself is also green. So
yeah, but that doesn't count.
What flavor of green is it? Like shade or hue?
I would say like sickly nuclear radiation.
Oh
okay,
yeah,
really
no,
annoying.
let's not touch myself with that. Could I like, I don't know, catch a crab or something to touch with it?
You want to try and catch a crab?
Well, catch some form of living creature, preferably non-sentient, that she could, like, discharge it into.
Make a melee touch attack.
Melee touch. 18.
This poor crab just got a visitor. What the fuck?
No.
This is where it turns out it's some form of, like, enlarged creature, nuclear radiation growth thing, and the crab just becomes Godzilla.
No, it's not going to become Godzilla. It's going to become a Mirelurk.
Yes, that.
I'll need just 1 second.
Oh god, what have I done?
It is evil. You make aberrations. You're a bastard. Destroy the armor. Throw it in the fire!
And since this armor is nothing but bad.
God damn it, you guys are creating aberrations again. Do you remember what happened with Sarah? Okay, maybe Rose doesn't, because she wasn't there.
Giant tree.
That's fine. I don't see anything wrong with that. What do you mean?
It ate me.
People.
It ate me.
Well, don't get near the giant tree then. What the fuck?
Nearly ate me.
Also, Jortest probably deserved to be eaten.
He was Gareth at the time, so...
Listen, he can be whatever he wants to be. Ultimately, he still deserved to be eaten. Man had many problems. He also had about 50 children for his legacy, so it's fine.
I mean, he doesn't know if he had any children. He didn't stick around long enough to find out.
That's why I'm saying 50. I'm only lowballing it.
Oh god, I disappeared.
Bye.
Oh god, you're no, look. God damn it.
Oh, it's adorable.
Fucking possession.
Congratulations, you now find yourself as a diminutive-sized crab.
Now the question is, if I look around, is my normal body still around? As in, am I possessing it, or have I polymorphed into it?
You don't see your old body anymore.
Oh boy.
Right, so chances are I've transformed myself into a crab. Like, is the crab I touched still around?
Yes.
Right, so yeah, I haven't possessed it.
It's looking very confused.
So is Kelvis.
At a slightly different but very similar looking crab. As you are a diminutive aquatic vermin. Oh, by the way, that does
what are you doing in my territory?
This does, however, mean you can breathe underwater.
Yeah, go have a vacation underwater. It's fine. Enjoy yourself.
And you know what? It's raining. You can breathe everywhere. You're fine.
Congratulations, you are a diminutive crab. Have fun.
Okay.
Yeah, you did this to yourself. Bye.
I'm not sure where to go from here.
There is nowhere to go from here. We're done with that scene now. You are now Kel Crab. I was not expecting you to become a crab.
Neither was I.
This is why it took me a second. I had to look up a picture of a crab.
What did you expect, Dark?
I don't know what I was expecting, but I was expecting that. Okay. You can easily find Hestia out in the bay. A gondola trying to sail around her.
Just, Kelris, make sure you avoid the little dragon, because if you run into a small dragon, this could be you.
Look, I just posted in chat, look. Seagull attack!
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
This could be a legitimate threat.
Kelvis can take it.
Everything's
Kel Crab
scary
can
to
win.
Kelris now.
She's diminutive. She's diminutive.
As promised, Hestia will probably realize why Emma is here. Honestly, without really much prompting, she will just get out and use the helmet because she doesn't want to have my have 50 panic attacks by sitting next to her.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Oh god, yeah, that's true.
Oh god, a 7-hit die crab!
And there are two outcomes then. Either Karis is the 1-hit dice crab, or it's a 7-hit dice crab. Either way!
The ultimate crab battle.
Oh god.
Just please don't get into any fights we find out.
I mean,
How else are you gonna find out? It's gonna punch Kelleris, and if she explodes, oh well.
What do you... Anyways, moving on. As much as we can.
I'm not sure we can.
We have to for now.
Amara and Hestia apparently want to go off towards the Colosseum, I imagine?
And Aspen. Don't forget Aspen.
And that's okay.
But yes.
Listen, Hestia's a dragon. It's prestigious. Clearly she can get in someone for
She's not a dragon, she's an elf.
I know. She is an elf with horns.
She's still just an elf.
Oh, I know.
You arrive at the Colosseum. There is a very big queue.
Even despite the rain.
People in this town are very patriotic.
Apparently.
Though, admittedly, you do take a look that you can even see what you think of basically equivalent of people start small tarts to basically sleep under. Be first in queue. Some people take this very seriously.
Yeah. I was just like sitting there going, wow. I'm not sure if that is impressive dedication or just sad.
Hestia seems very intrigued, but she doesn't want to make comment on it. It might be mild concern immensely.
Adeline.
Mm-hmm.
You are wandering the town.
Yep. Specifically, she's wandering as a cat.
So this is the session where no one stays as who they actually are.
Apparently.
Sure, you can wander as a cat. Are you wondering if you run across any interesting sights?
Yep. Just looking for interesting things that she might see as a cat that otherwise she wouldn't.
Roll me 3d20. Let's see what random event comes up today.
Alright, spread. So.
You run across a number of very upset sailors at one end of the dock who are seemingly going away, complaining about being hustled. Investigating what they're actually going on about isn't too difficult. Simply following where they came from. There is seemingly a stand set up with this basically the front of it. It's basically it's a small table with a little tarp over it for protection against the rain. With 4 stools, 2 on either side. On one side has this old sailor guy. You'd probably say he's in his 50s. He looks very big and muscly though. Like he's got arms up. His biceps might be bigger than Reese's head.
Ugh. Well then.
And next to him is some kid. You'd probably say 9, 10-ish. About the same age as Reese by comparison. And this guy's, so as a result, having a head big enough it could just go inside this guy's bicep. The sign for this entire booth is arm wrestling. Those, as it seems, there's a challenge on it for if you can beat either of these two in an arm wrestle, you win a fabulous prize.
Okay.
And it seems no one has won so far. Somehow.
Interesting. Okay.
Against the huge sailor, that probably makes perfect sense.
Yeah, probably. Maybe.
The kid, though?
There's something going on.
But it seems people are paying though to try.
All right. Adeline's gonna just sit somewhere and watch for a little bit.
Understandably, any who try against the big guy end up getting absolutely crashed.
Mm-hmm.
With the kid, it's more interesting to watch. It seems like the kid struggles against everyone for the first little bit, and then as it's getting towards, as it goes like it's getting close to the kid losing, the kid suddenly just out almost nowhere seems to just produce enough strength to suddenly win it back.
Okay. Adeline's gonna focus on the kid then, see if she can notice anything that he's doing.
You can make a perception check to see if you notice anything.
Okay. That's a check.
Well, you can definitely tell the kids the way the kids see himself is certainly like he's like if this was an actual like a legal competition of arm wrestling, I'd say these two totally exist. Like, he's like leading a little bit. That's giving himself a bit of extra force, but it's not enough to make up for what you're seeing here. There's definitely something else in play, but you can't tell what the actual main thing doing this is.
Mm.
Other than the kid being very competitive. He's exceptionally cheerful as he takes the other person's money.
Well then.
As it turns out, some of the patrons get very upset about this, and then the big guy sitting next to him seems to remind them that maybe you shouldn't try trouble. None of the sailors seems like they want to try trouble with someone who seems like they're almost double the size somehow.
Yeah, which is fair.
It's interesting nonetheless, but you just can't tell from a distance what's actually how the hell the kid's doing.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't make sense to you though. It does not look strong.
Alright then. Adeline's gonna go over and jump up on the table and just meow at them.
As a cat.
Mm-hmm.
The kid seems to gush over you, just kind of grabbing you.
And she loves every moment of it.
It's a kid. I suppose being lavish in any intention's nice,
Yet
though.
there's also a big rough sailor.
Mm-hmm. Nah.
You will be put down rather far to fortune as the sailor seems to remind the kid that they've got customers to serve.
Oh, it's kind of hoping Darker Kid with your rabies.
But Adelaine's put down after getting pestered a bunch.
Oh no, she's been put down? Well, we need to find a new ranger.
Wow. We're losing everybody today.
But even then, you don't notice anything that's too unusual. Like, you don't see anything odd about them up close. There's no telltale signs of disguise up this close or anything. Like maybe they're just some like halfling barbarian in disguise. You don't see anything like that. So that would be a great con, being a halfling barbarian with a childlike feat.
It very much would, yeah. Alright then, well, she's gonna watch them for a little while longer, and then if she can't figure anything else out, she's just gonna wander off.
She just want to win the fabulous prize.
No, she's not going to try, because she definitely doesn't have the strength to do that sort of thing.
Especially when she's a cat.
Yeah, especially when she's a cat.
I mean, she can freely choose not to be a cat anymore, though. Just takes 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but why would you ever choose that?
She's not going to try that.
But the fabulous prize in question, admittedly, how fabulous it is, it's kind of yours to... Yeah. But they don't really say what the fabulous prize is, but you don't see that much that looks that fabulous near them.
Nothing on the table?
They have a lockbox on the table. You have no idea what's in it. So there might be something valuable in there, but... How fabulous a prize could it be?
She sniffs the lockbox. Doesn't smell like anything.
It smells like the ocean. Like sea salt or something.
Okay, interesting. Can she see in the keyhole?
Sure. As a cat, you're able to look at the keyhole. What you see inside is something kind of, it's like metal and glistening. Definitely glistening, whatever it is. Maybe silver?
I do have dark vision, so...
Okay, if you have dark vision then, let me take a note then. Well, inside, you think appears to be some kind of ruined... You essentially think what looks inside appears to be like a silver in the shape of an anchor. You think, but you can see some like glistens inside that almost make you tell like magic, maybe.
Ooh, okay.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Is it a feather token?
Might be, but it's hard to tell from looking through the keyhole. It's some fabulous prize, but doesn't look like anyone here's got any good chance of winning right now. Whatever hustle's going on is clearly being successful.
Yeah, and Adeline hasn't figured out enough to try her hand at it.
You can definitely tell there's a lot of wounded pride though going on. Of people like essentially being goaded into like, well, you can defeat the kid, right? Even if you can't defeat me, you can beat the kid.
Wow.
And then just still lose.
Alright then, well. Yeah, Madeline still doesn't think that she can get through them to get that. She hasn't figured it out or anything, so she's just gonna wander off now.
Maybe you need a Maya or the dragon to deal with it instead.
Yeah, maybe.
Sure. We can have another event in a little bit. The TM very suddenly needs to go to the toilet, so people feel free to roleplay as I quickly rush.
Snip, 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 snip.
Is this the roleplay now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ooh, coconut.
You know, we need to do what we're doing with arm wrestling, except we have people bring their own crabs to fight Kilra's crab.
Oh, yes, crab fighting.
Assuming you're not just one-hit dice. But even then, you should have, like, feats and shit.
Sneak attack.
Yeah. Like I say, sneak attack the toes.
Sideline.
Cool.
What exactly does the seance do?
This one in particular allows you to pick any one you want. This is the universal one. Allows you to pick a seance bonus from any of the spirits.
Cool, I don't know what those are. Let me go
Okay, you can choose +2 damage on all spells.
Ooh,
Oh.
I don't do damage. That's interesting.
+2 healing on all abilities that would heal, except things like fast healing.
Yeah.
+1 CMD. +2 damage on all non-spell rolls.
It's also important to know because I'm also seancing because I'm bored.
Oh, okay. Ooh, trickster.
Yeah, and you can make one of your skills a class skill.
I had to
Familiars
check, 'cause
familiars may contribute, so they may get these bonuses.
Carl's taking Archmage.
Okay.
Wait. Yeah, I figured it would work. It's fine.
Is it like a magical source, like supernatural or something?
I was thinking because he has Acid Arrow, so I was wondering
Yes,
whether or not
that would
that would
work.
apply on iterative things.
It would apply to that as well as the iterative damage that it does.
I don't do damage, right? I have Snowball. No, I'll
I
go
mean,
ahead
you do technically have that one psychic spell. His name I can't remember.
The only damage spell I have is Snowball on Raw. What's up?
Did you grab that feat that allows you to turn your illusions into?
No, not yet.
Okay.
What feat did I grab? I don't remember. Hold on.
It's a good thing to remember, maybe.
Oh no, wait, it wasn't.
What is all of this? What chaos are we part of?
They're asking what seances can grant.
Oh wait, I took Involved Familiar, right? Because I wanted to give Hestia a slam attack.
Okay.
I mean, with Reese, the logical answer would be probably improving his healing, but...
Yeah, so I have spell focus. 3. Fifth level. Yeah, okay.
I could have linguistics as a class skill for this day.
Yes, you
I'll go ahead and make religion a class skill for this day.
I'm not gonna
It's
do
normally
that.
not.
Stepha's not gonna tamper with weird spirits inside her. But Coral
But-
will.
Okay, Cora, please contribute in being spirity. You have a vague feeling of fiddling being played in the back of your head.
Do a little dance, I guess.
Wait, what one does Shiva channel and making something a class skill?
Trickster.
Trickster.
Oh, lovely.
Oh, God. I think we're ready then to go at least.
Okay.
Oh
Karis,
yeah.
Karis is having crabby dreams.
I keep forgetting that exists in like a very particular, like weird way. Thank you, T-Mac.
It's no problem.
What?
What?
But it doesn't help anything. Confession. So I can start
Yeah.
evocation it. Or enchantment it, sorry. But it's like well, first of all, I don't speak the language of treants, so it doesn't matter in this case. But it's also a very hard thing to do where you get the damage off because you're normally using it to make people admit things to you.
So what spirit are you channeling / giving people the seance of?
Marshall, but Marshall is the seance bonus of any of the spirits who have participate.
Really?
Yep. Because it's the team-based one.
Seance boon, choose a seance boon from any other legend. Oh! I suppose in that case, Reese just happens to have the Hierophant.
There you go.
Because that affects his channel energy, which I think you'd enjoy.
I'm worried about us getting bullied.
Okay. We can go now. I'll tap Hazel on the shoulder as we leave. She's a little bit more planty than me. And and she confirms that as Hazel's currently sitting out in the rain.
The other group heads out then, to the main park of the city. Seems easy enough. Making your way there through the rain.
I will buy a comprehend languages scroll because I'm like dealing with the translator. It's fine. I have the money to spare.
Okay.
Everyone who wants to can squeeze under my umbrella.
I think that might be Shiva. That's it.
Maybe
Reese will hide under it as well.
Oh,
With his lance awkwardly poking out the back.
It's a fairly big umbrella.
I mean, if your hat's anything to go off of.
Exactly.
Got dimensional umbrella.
And it's probably good it isn't just the hat, because the hat has the thing of like water just spilling down the sides on whoever's beside her.
Oh, yeah.
So I like the idea of dimensional umbrella, you know?
That could be in the stuff as like item otherwise.
Oh, parasol of ass kicking?
I mean, I feel this would be more fitting though if Stu wanted to be the same Mary Poppins.
Exactly. I've put a lot of thought into like alternate items in like parallel universes.
In one of the universes, you were Mary Poppins.
Exactly. I'm Benevolent Witch.
But as you make your way into the park, as the rain comes down, parts of the riverside are flooding from the rain. You were told it was towards some briars in the deepest part of the park that wasn't maintained.
Do we have to go for that?
No.
Yes.
Like, we have half a flight team here.
Hazel is kind of friend of plants. She can part their way for.
Okay, I'll trust you.
Can she actually part the way?
Yes. With their
Speak
with
with
her-
plants does not count.
no, I know it's not. It's not speak with plants. It's her photokinesis that she uses. That allows her to manipulate plants.
So you're literally going to bend plant matter.
How rude.
Alright.
Normally, she would just walk through this because she can do that because she has woodland stride. But in this case, she's helping other people.
You make an archway.
Okay.
Though, she's suddenly going to notice something very odd as the entire party has crossed the threshold, past the briars onto the inside area. Then the briars, against her will, suddenly close up again.
Okay.
That's a bad sign.
That is a good sign.
Is it?
Yeah, it
They
is.
let us through.
Yeah, it means that they are active.
Oh, right, I thought it was like they closed behind us, like ominously.
They do.
Oh,
But
that's
it means-
ominous.
It is ominous, yes, but it means that the Threans are not, dormant.
More
don't know if
importantly
that's
to me, they at least let us through.
Is that really a good thing?
I do believe it is.
I'm just saying, if I end up dead and being used as fertilizer for rare things, I'm gonna haunt you.
That is an acceptable response.
But also, she kind of holds Coral like a gun. I'm ready.
Cora's just kind of turning her head back to look at you like, don't involve me in this.
Like, you're my fire defense.
Could you, lower your coral?
No. You lower your Coral.
Man,
My
put down the
my
weapon.
coral, my coral is lowered. Anyways,
I feel like this is going to turn into a euphemism at this point.
yes. Okay, come on. Hazel and I will lead. Shiva, since we're the only ones who can speak, I guess we'll take the lead on this.
Can every creature please make a reflex save?
Look at that. Leo, why are you not here? That Coral.
That might be okay. Might not be okay. It might be DC 15.
I'm probably gonna eat shit here. Yeah.
I mean, you did as well as Reese.
That's not really saying much.
So, Cadme.
Yep.
As you're walking along, there is a sudden moment you realise that, where did all your companions go?
Yay!
Okay.
Wait, what about Hazel?
She's right next to me. She's a.
Hazel will be with Cadme.
Yeah.
As
Okay.
the companion protection.
Oh, right. Fair enough.
For everyone else, basically what happened was, as you're walking along, suddenly a vine just grabbed at all of you and suddenly whisked you away.
Yay! Shiva already looks mildly annoyed. It didn't take long.
I do not know where they went. I think it would be best if I just went forward and tried to find their ransom. Okay.
And
As
they were
Cadme-
never seen from again.
As Cadme continues through and ends up in this large, though it feels very dead grove. Much of the area is
Okay.
browned except for the 3 trees here.
Okay, Anzi. All right.
And you see, dangling from the trees upside down, are your companions. Dangling by vines upside down.
Hello.
Captain, I'm very disappointed in these trees.
What did I do? Oh, okay. The trees. I understand
Okay.
you.
I
Disconcerted.
do
Look,
not
that's
like
more on
having
yourself if you think that I'm immediately calling you out.
I do
Okay,
not
that-
like having all of my blood in my head.
I will admit that I have some
Reese,
team issues.
Reese, Shiva, Stufa, and Cora all considered ground.
I
I'm
don't wanna
assuming
be
you don't
grappled.
want.
I'm. Hello. Academy calls out in Trient. We simply came here for a few questions. I did not want to Well, I see I've immediately already displeased you with my compatriots.
There's a huge rumble. As a voice exceptionally deep, and it's hot. The noises it makes are. It's like someone slowly carving through a piece of wood. Very slowly. You tread in our grove.
We come with questions. Not to not to burn or hurt your grove in any way. We simply come for answers. And these questions ideally will lead to a better result for your grove. See, I come from very far away, and I'm noticing a pattern with many of the Fae and First Worlders within this world. And I'm saddened by what I see. Will you heed my requests for questions?
As bridge, I suppose we will allow.
Thank you.
Your friends are still being damned upside down.
That is fine. I have spoken with many of the Fae within this city, and they speak of a blight that has driven them into hiding and to stagnation. I was affected by it, but I know very little. It was a long time ago, and I did not know what connotations it had. Apparently it is widespread. What do you know of this? Oh, wise elder. What kind of trees are these, anyways?
What kind of trees are they?
Oh, that's a birch. That one's a fir tree.
And that one's our death.
Yeah.
No.
That one's a corpse tree.
And when you say corpse, you mean it had literally about 50 corpses hanging from it. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
It's possible.
Oh, I know. It terrifies me.
They are. Well, all three of the ones here are conveniently, or maybe appropriately, trees that vaguely seem like slightly bulkier versions of weeping willows.
Okay.
Well, actually, much bulkier versions of weeping willows. They're fairly big.
Right.
Which is interesting though, because they still have some colour to them, while many of the plants around them seem to have died. Almost like they've been sapping off the life of the other trees.
They're not nice trees.
Yeah, these are unseelie.
What do you know of this?
I have faced them twice. Once within the forest of Elmdance, where I was failing at holding them off from taking one of the great spirits of Dune. However, I was saved once by a Professor Longthorn friend. Unfortunately, upon his death, he gave us a fortune of saying that this would happen again with another spirit. That time I succeeded at defending him and fended off one of the servants of this blight. A powerful one, the one that I was originally faced. Beyond that, I know they serve some otherworldly entity or something not of Gaia's creations. something of a world long gone, something of stone. Beyond that, I do not know. And they wield thunder and strange metal contraptions.
There is this long pause. You just hear this very deep resonances that you can't even probably make out in your hearing between the different trees, almost like they're talking in secret.
Mm-hmm.
Also, if you look to the right of the map,
and there are 3 treants here, aren't there?
yes, creating like a triangular fashion, basically.
Right.
I'm confused by all the A's.
The watermarked image.
That's the screaming.
Just in case people want to know the watermark. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of cash it upside down. Everyone knows. What you've met is remnants of the blight. The blight was, the blight defeat, and the blight shall return. All heralded by the worm.
What is this worm?
The worm that was, the worm that will be, the worm of steel and iron. Its body forged of ancient metals, a beast long forgotten, and whose slumber will end when the night shines forever.
That does not sound good. Hey, who would know more about this? Were you? I do not know your age. Were you there?
I do not know of the blight. The blight is older than any remaining. At least on this side.
Okay.
Some may still know the roots of those older, may still retain knowledge that was lost.
Okay.
But beware, for the worm burrows, digs through the cursed earth, spreading, preparing, and its forces will end all.
Your roots travel deeply. Have you sensed any of the presence of the worm or its followers around your grove?
Not close, but its power stirs deep in its ancient prison.
Okay. Is there anything you wish to tell me? I've defeated one of its followers once, and I will do whatever I can. It won't be much, but it is something.
We have no answers. We have no solution. Guide you on your path to absolution.
Okay. Maybe you let my friends down. I think that one is turning a bit red. They're kind. Do not worry.
We upholded our end of the bargain. We answered your questions as we were required.
Well, I make another request of you letting my friends. They are very important. They were the ones who assisted me breaking the corruption's hold on Aristil.
Make a diplomacy check.
Okay.
Because this isn't something at all that's terrifying for all of us hanging upside down.
Stiff is preemptively casting Fly, which thankfully she can do because it's supernatural.
They're about to say you can't normally cast spells, but you can do that. The supernatural does work while being grappled.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's the first counting on.
Okay, I got a lot of bonuses from this, so I am.
I wish I could throw stones out on you. I'm
Yeah,
scared.
I know. I don't have time to just start buffing myself, so I guess it's just what I got.
Hold on a sec. Cast.
Yeah, no, I can't do that. This is.
That's a bad idea.
You can buff it. Each round you buff, though, the tree will eat one character.
I mean, do we get to choose who he eats
That's a
first?
38, we're fine.
No, because everyone would choose Korra and I don't want that.
Yes, we would.
Reason's going to shout this out because I can do that while grappled.
That works.
Okay,
And
Spirit
if I
Surge it.
and if I fail, I can Spirit Surge, but I don't need to roll it if because I can roll it
It's
after I know the
retroactive.
result. Yeah.
There is this long series of hums between the trees.
Is it understandable at all for people to comprehend?
It's barely audible even.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it's more of a felt language than a spoken language.
Look, I can hope.
You got a rumble in your chest.
I want to know before I'm drained from all my nutrients.
You may keep 2 of them.
Ultimate trail moments. Go.
Matters. The young boy used to be one of the guardians of the World Tree. In his absence from this plane, he was recently brought back.
There's this brief moment before you hear from one of the trees. I believe we will keep them.
So
That was a joke. As they start getting lowered.
Stiff Out Pie just goes, oh, ha, 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 that was a joke, and like quietly drops something from her hand.
Thank you.
As Tuva in particular, as she's laughing, something just gets dropped.
Yeah, that's not really an issue.
Great elders. If you need anything of me or my compatriots, feel free to ask.
Hey.
He does not speak for all of us. Especially those of us who aren't there.
I mean, you have bigger problems to deal with than a tree.
Screw that, I'm a crab, I can do what I like now.
Just get eaten by seals.
If I choose such, then yes.
We give you one request.
Okay.
Dispose of these for us. I suddenly Cadme just sees falling from one of the trees a pile of bones.
I could do that.
Remind me why we're helping these people again?
They are wise and elderly. Despite their methods, they know much.
No.
To be fair, this is just what I expect from elderly people.
What, to like suck the skin off of people?
I will have Cadme,
pretty much.
Cadme's saying this as she's gathering up the bones. Despite their methods, they're still important to the nature.
Looks at all the dead trees. Uh-huh.
They are.
Mild twitching of Shiva's eye.
Just because things you do not understand are happening doesn't mean they are true.
I understand fairly well, Cadme. They're bad people. No.
That is not the case.
If you seek answers, we have come to one consensus.
Okay. Speak, please.
We hear tales of one, not of us and not of yours, but a presence that lives somewhere in these great lands. Something that refers to itself.
Please don't say Chad.
As the Augur of Zero. It would know more. It supposedly might have survived the previous blight.
The Augur of Zero. Zerto, okay.
Zero, I just mistyped that.
Oh.
Okay, cool.
That is a very impressive title. I don't know where I would find it, though.
We have no recollection of its location, but it is far from here.
Right. Okay. I will keep that in mind. Thank you very much. This will help greatly.
Now leave our grove.
I will do such.
You see the exit way to the grove just curl open.
Mm-hmm.
Admittedly, it was also largely unhappy that Hazel just forced their way into the grove.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like, you're going to break down my front door? Fine!
I mean, to be fair, that's kind of Hazel's thing. I mean, I tried to shut her out and she ripped the door off its hinges, basically.
Yeah, but it made you just as cranky as it made these guys.
Yeah, I completely understand where they're coming from.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I know you say very important and everything, Cadme, but I do have to ask the rest of us. Should I throw a lightning bolt at them and run away?
No.
Shiva looks like she's fiercely considering it before she slowly shakes her head.
It's natural.
For trees to be struck by lightning, your lightning is not natural, Astuta.
Technically.
It's
Dark.
not.
Okay.
Yes.
They were talking about the worm, right? Can you also type that? I can have the actual name of it.
Oh. I got that.
It's what was and what will be. What will be was.
Worm of Steel
No, the proper name of it, not all of that bullshit.
You didn't really get a proper name for it there. It was just called The Worm, and then described by many different titles.
Oh, okay.
Aspects.
I've still got...
It was described as made of metal and such.
Oh, okay. Right.
I'm still imagining some form of metal purple worm.
I mean, Astuba can post. You can post what you have. Notewise, JMac, if you want. Again.
I mean, most of what I have is what I wrote in chat. But I've got the worm text, holy text, so hopefully we can find a name for that.
So is it worm as in
Like
W-W-Y? Okay,
yeah.
I thought it was W-Y-R-M.
Burrowing worm.
No, that's why I was saying it was in Astuta's pocket. It's the one the catfolk stole earlier.
No, if you have holy text, now is the time for us to look at that.
But you can retreat from the grove.
Okay.
Oops.
That was, not as long as I thought it would take.
Reese is kind of wandering out of the grove, kind of wobbling a little bit, his head hurting.
Yeah. Shiva's just kind of sit down once they're in a place where there's shade.
Luckily, we brought sandwiches.
Then the group can go sit down in the gazebo in the park.
There we go.
Gazebo.
I mean, technically, there is in fact a gazebo in the park.
It's not a
So
danger.
is it looking at us?
It's a gazebo. It is not the living gazebo. It is not the angry gazebo, though I have used the angry gazebo before.
I remember the angry gazebo.
I remember the angry gazebo.
Okay. Whew. I normally don't like dealing with the Unseelie. They're very dramatic.
I'm saying it's not too late for us to go for a firebomb at them.
My gosh, no.
Why not?
They contribute very well. As part of the stream goes through there, and they filtering out much of the particulates that would normally flow into the.
They dropped a bunch of bones on you and told them to get rid of them.
Well, it was their
Like,
fault.
this is
for
a population center.
And
Okay, how big are those bones?
they're human
Does
sized.
it look adult sized?
They appear to be adult human sized.
They're
It
humans.
doesn't necessarily.
not
It could just be a
kid-sized.
very big child. We don't know if they feed from here.
They generally don't get fed. They generally feed on the foolish who generally wander into their grove.
Talking about the child, but okay. That was very concerning for a good half a second.
Given how big like the vine, like the thorns and stuff around are, I don't think any kids are going to want to climb through.
I
If
don't
anyone-
know about that.
If anyone's dumb enough to force their way through that, they deserve it.
Looks
And
at
I would have accepted the fact that they would have attacked us too. I'm just glad they did.
It's like a solid 10 feet of brambles. So,
I still think it's bad to have them there, even if they are, whatever.
As much as I despise the Unseelie, I recognize their work. It is important. I wouldn't be able to do mine without them.
They're like mosquitoes.
But that is
It's like how she feels
agreeable.
about most nobility.
It is more like flesh-eating bacteria.
I don't know. I would argue fleshlight. I'm not getting into this argument with you.
we ignore the fact that your characters wouldn't also know what bacteria are, but
Flesh,
Well,
yes.
would we?
Flesh-eating
no,
pest.
you wouldn't know what bacteria are because bacteria were not discovered yet.
Flesh-eating
Oh, we
pestilence.
don't know that.
I'm a DM. I'm saying that's the case.
I know. I didn't know that until 10 seconds ago.
Historically, they wouldn't take over for a very long time.
But you can just call it a flesh-eating disease.
Yes. They are necessary to break down the substance on the forest floor. Otherwise, everything else would be choked.
And there are maggots, which are flesh-eating insects anyway. So
Yeah, maggots are also similar to the Unseelie. But don't tell them I said that.
Kiss message.
Don't.
I would like 400 feet.
What are they going to do? Come chase us down? I'm not entirely
Yes.
afraid. Oh no!
I don't mean to alarm you, but you were yanked out by your ankles and with web.
I had it under control.
Meanwhile, Kel Crab.
Kel crab, the crabbiest of cows.
An hour has passed. You've been attacked by a couple of seagulls. You managed to avoid them, though. You realised you could not defeat a seagull in battle.
I totally could.
Never mind, Kelrus is dead as he tried to take out a seagull.
I mean, I could have the seagull just carry you off into the distance and at the end of it, but
I would claw out its eyes.
you with your negative 4 strength mod. No, you're not.
I totally could. It may go down to non-lethal first, but I could do it.
But yeah, hour 1 has passed. Kill Crab. It's still a Kill Crab. Next scene.
I mean, I can't try using the ability again to see if that changes me back or anything.
Kill Crab is still Kill Crab.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go get a drink then, and I'll see you guys in a bit.
You're the crab.
Burrow.
Don't worry, there's not a lot more before we kind of cycle back anyway. Amara and Hestia.
Yep.
Hello.
Eventually, you get towards the front of the queue. Though you only have 2 tickets.
Yeah.
There are 3 of you.
Aspen can sit in my lap. It's fine.
They say Aspen needs a ticket.
Can we buy a ticket?
They're
Already sold out.
Get sold out.
What's diplomacy?
You could try to like.
We don't have any diplomacy. We're not doing that.
Alright.
I mean, I would try. Just feel like look at how small of a child he is. Are you really going to make me?
Shut up, covered in thorns.
He's not covered in thorns at the moment.
Amaya,
Yeah,
I'm kind of sorry.
I know.
Hesty's just gonna take off the helmet. I'm not fine. Took damage, it hurts. My brain.
You could take all that charisma damage.
That's fine, yeah.
It's a lot of charisma damage.
It's a lot of. How much was that again?
It is 1d6 charisma damage.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot. I'm not. It won't kill me. It can't kill me, but it hurts.
So you're now down to 5 charisma.
Don't worry about it.
And suddenly, there's a dragon.
That's not okay. This is where the dragon kindly points out that if they can fit her, they can probably fit him.
Dragon diplomacy?
Amaya just kind of looks over at Hestia and goes, "She does have a ticket. You do have to provide seating." Or I can manage her.
Dragon diplomacy?
It's not happening, but can Amaya aid me on this somehow?
I am going to try.
Did
I
it.
succeed.
I have a flat 0 on this.
That's better than the -1 I rolled with.
Alright.
Somehow, dragon diplomacy works.
I hurt myself with the helmet. I lower my charisma because I need the crutch, clearly.
But you do somehow get seating, though they still can't get a seat for Aspen. They can allow for Aspen to sit on either Amaya or Hestia,
Perfect.
as they now struggle to find room to fit a Hestia. because these tickets were fairly close to the front as well, so they have to find room in the front boxes for Hestia.
I mean, she could just go back, but she's not going to because she wants to work for it now. She's annoyed.
You may get a pain in the ass for them. Congratulations.
Yay.
But you get front row seats to an afternoon of sports events. And snacks.
Wait, I didn't have front row seats. I had mid row seats. I didn't win the front row seats.
They weren't complete front row seats, but still close-ish.
Too late, they're front row seats now.
You know what? They didn't have any room to put a dragon in the mid row. They had to put it close to the front.
I upgraded you.
We don't have room for dragon in the packed middle row. What do we do? Let's put them in the front. The arena sport of today.
Now, could you point me towards the snacks? We're going to need a lot of them. Looks at Hestia.
Well, there are snack vendors who will come round serving everything from the equivalent of popcorn to essentially lizards on a stick, among other things. Warning, lizards on a stick are spicy.
Lizards.
We can get you a lizard, Aspen.
Yay.
I want to watch him specifically retch because it's spicy.
They also basically have the equivalent of hot dogs as well that you can find. So, there's options.
I imagine Aspen would just like take a bite and go, ow. Then take a bite and go, ow. Take a bite and go, ow.
No, he's gonna take a bite and just go, help.
Oh.
And can we get this kid a soda? Or the equivalent.
That's just going to have a lot of hot dog wrappers to clean up.
I mean, there's not really wrappers given the time. They just kind of give them to you.
Fair enough. They're going to run out of hot dogs within the first 2 minutes.
I mean, well, at least that particular person going to run out of hot dogs and have to run back to the kitchen to ask to have more made. And then the next guy's going to come round, and you're going to clear him out. And
no, with the first guy, I might as well like, can you just place an order for like 50 of these things? We have a dragon.
But you can freely enjoy yourselves watching over the sports. A number of water sports are being performed today at the Otters Arena. some stuff that is basically water polo, to some, which is essentially long distance, essentially swim races. But there are some other. There is also some particularly unusual ones that get performed that are attempted to do. What I can only essentially describe as water polo, but in floating aqueous orbs.
Ooh. So it's blitzball.
I suppose yes. Though, admittedly, short-lived, given it only lasts about 20 minutes because at that point they run out of aqueous. Yeah, there's kind of a fixed time on the match because they only have so long the magic lasts for. Most of it, though, is more mundane water sports. Still entertaining, though. It's quite an entertaining show to watch. Especially, I suppose, for two water affinity characters.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, Hestia loves this.
You also get to see the mascot. You also get to see the mascot go around. The most adorable looking otter you've ever seen. It gets brought around all the front row. It's dressed up basically in the Otters t-shirt as well. Seemingly doing tricks and waving to people very intelligently. Maybe it sounds familiar. Who knows?
Hello, Steve.
Airleaf wants to go say hi.
I mean, Elise can run around with the otter and say hi and spend time with him if she wants to.
Why not?
Does Elise
has performed dance.
Does Elise have to speak with her own kind?
I don't remember if I traded that away or not.
Good thing to find out if she has to speak with her own kind or not.
Tector. Yes, I traded it away.
Well, you can go down there and mime. You can go down and mime charade shenanigans, but no actual speaking. Still entertaining, though. Would Hestia like the Otter's t-shirt in dragon size?
Wait, it's actually in dragon size? Hell yeah.
I mean, it's not really.
I imagine it's more of a couple of Otter's flags and some rope to drape it on you, but yeah.
When you see people coming around with them, if you basically say, "Hey, can I get that for dragon?" It's like, we'll figure something out. Possibly essentially taking an Otter's banner and just turning it into a tabard.
Whatever with them.
Still, Hestia gets to dress up sports-like. Yeah, Aspen would also be able to get one, though I don't think Aspen would want a t-shirt. So, apparently Aspen doesn't like wearing shirts.
No, it's fine. Amaya's going to get Aspen a flag, and she's going to tie one end of it to him like a cape. Does Aspen like capes?
Sideline?
He's dead.
Rip.
I feel like Aspen would like capes, to be fair, though.
He forcibly has a cape now. No objections.
And Maya just opens up the front of her coat to reveal she's already wearing an Otter's t-shirt.
You're getting glares from those inside the arena though that have the scorpions. Because they know. It's fine. We're an Otter's home turf, it's fine.
We have a dragon, screw you.
I mean, the thing is, you can actually see there's a dragon sitting the very edge, roof of the arena, essentially, on the scorpion side.
Is it Hestia's boyfriend?
It's a Titex, no, I'm kidding.
No, it's not.
Damn it.
I'd be concerned.
Mm-hmm.
It appears to be a medium-sized green dragon.
Oh, I can beat him up, it's fine.
Amaya just glares at it.
It's completely ignoring Amaya. It's watching the sports.
Hestia can take him. We're ignoring the fact that he's probably higher than my level, just smaller.
Though admittedly about 20 minutes into the match, he's essentially scared off. Well, I say scared off, chased off by the fact that he basically flew onto the roof and just started watching without a ticket.
Oh, bye.
So you don't see him for most of the game. Adeline!
Ow.
Continuing to wander the city, are we?
Mm-hmm. See what other cool things I can get into.
Roll me 2d20.
That's a lot of low numbers.
Thankfully, it's just on a table, probably.
Mm-hmm.
So low doesn't mean bad.
I mean, really low means bad, but...
Yeah, the extremes tend to be interesting.
Adeline has a slightly unfortunate series of events occur to her.
Oh no.
And she's wandering down the alleyway as a one-hit dice cat. She quickly finds herself picked up from behind by some girl, seemingly just an orphan girl, just picks her up and just starts walking off with her.
Excuse you, while I'm still a one-hit dice cat, I still have 7 levels of Ranger. Adeline struggles out of her grasp.
Not as easy given you're a one-hit dice cat. Your 7 levels of range are fairly irrelevant when you're a one-hit dice cat.
I mean, it depends how many ranks of escape artists
I still have my bab.
No, you don't as a one-hit dice cat, in fact.
Dang it.
Did you not take escape artist? Are you a failure?
You still have 8 point of bab, but it's...
I don't care.
Yeah, you gain the stat block of a cat as it notes, though. So...
great.
Which ends up you being taken back by this girl, back to her father's bakery,
And
asking
into a
if she
pie.
can keep you. It ends up being this huge, complicated matter that Adeline then was being kind of paraded around for a little bit with the girl begging her father to.
Well,
to
she's
keep
got a
Adeline.
collar, so clearly she's already owned by someone.
Adeline does not have a collar. This is a bracelet thing.
Yeah,
I thought it turned into a collar.
No, it does. Nope.
Okay. Never mind. Argument invalid.
It's a situation, to say for sure. The entire time, all you can do is like meow and try to struggle, but the girl just kind of holds on to you tightly like a hug.
I could take since this is probably going to take more than 10 minutes, just take the 10 minutes to use the magic item to turn back.
It would be fairly dramatic.
It would be, but...
It might
you know
teach
what?
the
No,
kids not
Adeline's
pick up random cats.
Adeline's just going to roll with it.
Adeline, no, you're gonna break her heart if he accepts.
Too bad.
What color are you referring to?
You know, the cat phone collar.
Oh, okay. I don't think anyone.
You know,
has that.
the one that's like demon tainted.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I had asked because you might have meant the other color, the one I have on Hestia.
The one that
No,
might
that's a
trick you into
mask.
thinking that... Trick everyone into thinking that you are a cat, which means that they won't help you.
That's fine.
Hmm.
I can have precaution.
Wait, how are you a cat then if you're not using that?
I'm using the bracelet of Fey Fortune.
Oh,
Yeah, the thing that lets me transform into a one-hit dice animal. Medium or smaller animal or humanoid, no more than one-hit dice.
You gain a stat block in place of your own. After some time, her father rejects, and Adeline is essentially tossed outside. The girl was seemingly sad about it, and end up sneaking you out a saucer of milk and one of the cakes from the bakery, even though maybe you shouldn't be having that as a cat, but...
God.
It'll go straight to your hips.
Apparently he's interested, she has a saucer of milk and a cake she can have, though.
And take the cake and run off.
Okay.
And then transform and think
Walk
that's
away.
enough, cat.
And walk around with a cake.
Yep.
Adeline.
That's enough cat adventures for today.
It was some good cat escapades, though. Turns out, like,
Cat.
you're a cat.
Escapades? I'm sorry.
Back on the beach, Karis.
Mm-hmm.
You're still a crab.
Mm-hmm.
Snip, snip. Snip, snip. This is good. Kel Crab gonna do anything? Just staying on the beach, or is she gonna like try to go somewhere?
There's basically nothing she can do without risking getting herself killed, so she's just going to find a rock to hide under.
Snip, 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 snip. What's your AC?
I don't know. Has it changed from being a crab?
Yes. One moment. You would have gained +3 AC size bonus. You would have lost. Actually, you just gave the +3 size bonus to AC.
You don't gain any dex from being smaller?
Not for being the crab, at least.
Right, so +3 AC. I still get my armor bonus, or?
Yes.
Right, 19 then.
Mm. No. A seagull comes down and dives bomb Kill Crab.
Dig.
Kill Crab, I have good news and bad news for you. Bad news is you take 1 point of non-lethal damage.
Okay. I mean, am I at my normal HP still, or has that changed
Yes.
from being a crab? Right.
And as it tries to pull you away by having grabbed you with its 1 point of non-lethal damage of you in its mouth, as you take the 1 point non-lethal damage, the polymorph effect ends.
The seagull's neck breaks with a sudden cat inside its mouth.
Oh, okay. I guess I'm now sitting on a dead seagull.
Yes.
Serves it right, toss it in the ocean.
Well, that was an eventful 2 hours. You think? Maybe even longer. It's hard to tell.
Turns out crabs don't have the best grasp of time.
I was gonna say quick, see if you can polymorph into a dead seagull.
No, I'd rather not be a dead seagull, thanks.
How does Karis feel now she's no longer so crabby?
Bored? I mean, she just spent 2 hours sitting around as a crab.
I mean, I imagine the first bit was entertaining. But...
More curious than anything.
yeah. Any plans now?
I mean, carry on testing. She still has to work out her whole teleportation things, and while I have theories of that, you know, it was the damage that broke me out of the polymorph, or she doesn't know for sure. And she literally has nothing else to do today. I've made no plans for her today.
You discover 3 things. The teleportation has a range of 50 feet. The target, to be successful, must be something within line of sight. Teleporting through objects seems to always result in something painful. And it seems to work 3 times per day.
Okay.
This is useful information. The runes that end up showing you how to teleport seemingly just fade away after you've spoken it the third time in the day.
Well, hopefully they'll come back tomorrow.
The other one that turned you into a crab is still there.
Mm-hmm. Still test that some more. It's awkward because ideally she'd like something that, can speak. So she can...
Which would be a person.
Yes, basically. Yes. Person or certain, parrots, I guess. Because basically she wants to test, does speaking the command words again let her change into something else? Does it change it back to normal? Does it do nothing? Does getting hurt change it back, or is it just a 2-hour limit?
Finding something to speak on the middle of an abandoned beach is not the easiest thing to do.
No, it's not. If she can't do that, then she can at least test the, damage variable. Just sit there and transform and punch yourself, basically.
I mean, it's not the easiest to do, just punch yourself, but you can certainly find ways to get yourself hurt. Maybe climb up a tree and jump off.
Yeah. Something.
You only do it into, the rocks instead of onto the sand. It actually hurts, but, that's kind of the point. But you will find, whenever you are transformed into something else, and you take, an amount of damage, you're not entirely sure how much damage you need to take, though. It seems to vary sometimes, depending on what you've turned into. You will turn back into being killed. But it does seem damage undoes the transformation, just you're not sure how much damage is required.
Right.
An amount.
It could also be in correlation to what you turned into. You turned into a one-hit die crab, so you got 1 point of damage done to you.
Yeah, I'm imagining the tankier thing I turn into, the more damage I'll have to take in order to turn back. But then I have to work out, is it just the first wound threshold? Do I have to effectively die? Or, there's things to work out which take time to do.
It's difficult, though, with the limited things you have available on the beach.
Yes. It's why I'm not going super in depth in experimenting.
Plus, you also discovered the fact that the second time you seem to have used it, the letters for that have faded away today as well.
So it's twice a day, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
the other ones, the other runes, you still haven't figured out how to say them yet. So.
Yes, there is one other thing I specifically want to test in this armor. And I'm fully expecting it to fail, but my Breath of the Ancestor ability, my breath weapon, is a supernatural ability, but it does not affect me, so am I able to use it?
It's instantaneous supernatural breath weapon, correct?
Standard action, breath weapon, yeah. Costs 2 key points, but yeah.
It feels really weird for Kelros to do, but she can use it.
Okay. Well, at least that's something I can still do with my key.
But it seems the biggest problem is Kelros has trouble having anything affect her personally.
Mm-hmm. That's what I was thinking, but, she needed time away from things that could be broken to test these things.
But it seems you can use the breath weapon, though it just feels weird. Really weird. Armor doesn't like it.
Mm-hmm.
But you can use it, so yeah. Testing. Knowledge. It's a semi-eventful day. Only semi. What are people's plans after their current activities are over? Well, I suppose, does anyone choose not to go back to the tavern when the current activities are over?
Kelris will swing by the tavern, but she will not enter the tavern, she will not approach any of you. It's literally, she goes there, looks for something, which I know won't be there because no one's read the note to know to put it there yet, and then she'll head off back to her own place.
She would probably walk around the city for a bit, even though it's raining. It's whatever.
Amaya's probably going to take Hestia and Aspen out for a treat on their way back, so they're going to be slightly late, but they'll come back assuming Aspen or Hestia don't run off.
No.
No.
I'll move everyone but Kelris back into the tavern for now. The day isn't fully over. People can still technically do things today, but we spent a good part of the day, and the rain means coming back makes sense at times.
What do you all think about this augur? Augur of Zero. He sounds not very.
I hope he has a sword.
I hope he's not also a worm.
It's just, you said you had that, holy text for worm, right?
I do.
We can look it over.
That is probably a good idea.
I suppose.
Now reading that text is not the easiest. The words aren't actually in English as it sounds, or common. Then again, Shiva never actually used that scroll she bought today. So.
This is true. I never got an opportunity to. I was dangled in a tree.
Do you want to read it or shall I?
I'm gonna cast Comprehend Languages on myself. I want to use a scroll, damn it.
Actually, hold on. Do I have a divination spell, other divination spells prepared?
I will point out that Shiva has the better linguistic skill.
Yeah, but I have other skills. You know, Coral, just keep on casting protection from chaos on me. I can eat that. Okay, I'll eat that and get comprehend languages back as well. Yay, cheating.
If you don't mind, I would like to also put down an order of protection. If you would like me.
Well, and the reason she's having her do that is, or she's having Crow do that so she can eat the spell.
No, I'm saying that I would like to.
Cadby wants to protect everyone from
any shenanigans.
I'm hoping they're not shenanigans, but fair enough.
There's
I'm
always
gonna
shenanigans.
cast through my orb Circle of Protection versus.
There's now a big glowing circle in the middle of the tavern.
Again.
Ideally, we would like to not put it here.
I mean, you could do it. I mean, you could do it in your apartment upstairs.
That
Yeah,
preferable.
Mm.
Besides, if something lunges out the side of the book, it is probably best to keep it away.
Okay,
From
don't be that dramatic. I've had the book on me for like 2 months now. It's probably not.
Yes, but you have
cursed.
opened it.
I mean, I might have accidentally opened it at some point. I can't really remember.
Nothing leaps out of the holy text as it's opened.
But you do get sucked in.
Now we play the storybook adventure, everyone.
Yay. No.
Yeah.
We basically play Alice in Wonderland, but in the book. But no. As you read it, it's disturbing, to say the least. It feels like you're kind of reading the words of a surprisingly coherent madman.
Oh, that's not too new, actually.
Alpha wrote a book.
The words tell a very different story, one very heretical of the gods. And seem to paint them as the invaders. Not the ones who original, but the ones who came after and drove out those who originally ruled the world. And in doing so, sealed away the great worm within the heart of the world. Spreading their influence over the surface and erasing all trace of the worm. The book is surprisingly unhelpful at times.
I can't say I'm surprised.
It talks about a number of doctrines. Whatever this creature is, clearly, of course, it seems to be aligned with Earth pretty strongly. But that's not a particular surprise. It seemingly has some link to night. You can see references to something called the Eternal Night in here as well, though very few references. No real explanation to what it means. Just references to when the Eternal Night comes, that the Great Worm shall awaken.
Feels bad, Skip.
It's fairly unhelpful in most regards. Kind of inconvenient, actually. But it does give some insights as well, though little that's good at combating it.
Yeah, I wouldn't really expect that for a holy text.
It's largely stories, as it turns out, the holy text. Religious stories. Largely denouncing the gods.
Well, many religious stories have like tellings of things like miracles and stuff. Is there anything like that?
Or is there other names for it outside just calling it the Great Worm?
Charles.
Chad. No.
It seems like from some of the stories you can see that the Great Worm is able to turn all of its foes into cold. So that's interesting.
Okay, so obviously
you don't see any obvious other name for it, just titles, but no actual proper name.
Obviously, this is probably a very biased account of things, but do you think there's like a nugget of truth in there that the gods that we have as they are, aren't, are, air quotation mark, gods?
All stories have a nugget of truth. It is just the order of things that perhaps happened. I suppose one thing that could have happened from an outside eye is when the greater spirits created the worlds, that this could have been made as a byproduct, and then they sealed it away.
So, Dark, I have a series of questions, and I might not get lucky, but I still kind of want to hope that I could.
You're very the answers, but what are they?
Summarize as much as I can. Given the information on the sealing away of it, its general appearance, because we kind of have the idea of it being a giant worm, obviously. What it's aligned with in a few ways in terms of elements, nighttime, etc.
Let's go one by one here, because I'm not going to answer these in sequence like that.
Oh, I know. This is all one question. Would it be possible to possibly get an idea of what you would call it if you are not Fae or worship it? So I feel like the Great Worm is more of what a Fae or a worshiper would call
Basically, you're looking for a knowledge check to make a guess.
Yeah. You don't have a knowledge check for this.
Okay.
The only thing I could think of at a massive stretch is religion,
there
maybe.
There is nothing your characters could know unless you actually somehow had lore the worm that was.
Fair enough.
So
none of your characters would have reason to have that lore.
It's likely, as we said, it's something like a patron. Not a distinct creature, but something that is...
Some sort of an entity that exists, yet is not bound by our rules.
Oh my god.
It may look like a worm.
Susa, is your patron the worm?
I don't know, but now I'm starting to think. I don't know. Coral blink once for yes, twice for no.
I mean, it's shadow based. Well, it's night based, but I don't know if that really correlates to shadow.
Under the ground.
Yeah, but shadows are different from being underground.
Also, there's nothing saying that it couldn't have changed to try and break out of its prison. It's apparently been gathering power.
Fair enough. But...
To be fair, Susta, I think most of your patronage lies under the sea.
It also
it's up in the air at this point.
Yeah, we can also say fairly safely, though, that the whatever this thing is probably is not goodly aligned.
I also want to note that it helped us at one point.
Did it?
I'm saying that out of character. Most likely the patron did, yes.
Okay. Astutha's patron, not the worm. Okay.
Yeah, when Astutha basically prayed to it, Dirk had
Yeah,
her
but that's
roll, and we
helping
all
me
heard
for
things.
helping them. Like,
Yeah.
patrons have unknown machinations.
As much as I hate to say it, Astutha, Ubidan does seem to have many similarities with the
Again,
worm. Perhaps it
You're
is time
giving
to
it a
ask.
name that might not even be its name.
It's a name that we are going with.
No,
I like
that's
it.
the name that you're going with.
I like its name. I think you
Okay,
should.
well, I'm going to start calling you Chonk. But
Okay.
anyway, I don't
wouldn't
want to
do-
pin circumstantial evidence onto something that I don't really even know about, because that's just going to breed bad lines of thought. And even then, I don't know, is the worm necessarily bad? It might not be good, but it might just be, a thing. Like, sure, it's bad what's currently happening to the world. Thank you, Cor, you're very useless.
It is bad to my kind. If it is turning things into cold iron, that is something that is dreadfully poisonous to us.
Yeah, but you were just making the point, like, not even 2 hours ago about flesh-eating, stuff.
No, I agree, but cold iron.
I don't think there's a right position here and a wrong position here. I think this is just a case of it is currently kind of being bad towards us in this moment, so we don't necessarily want to be aligned with it.
It's fair.
That's acceptable.
Still, I do believe that perhaps Ubidan does know something. Someone aligned similar powers may know something about fellow people who may contest it.
It probably knows many things.
I'm just suggesting that we do a seance like I suggested long ago.
I don't want to.
It is entirely up to your volition. I cannot force this action upon you.
Like, I don't...
There is only so long that you can hide from who is being your benefactor.
Hopefully it'll be long enough so that when the point comes, it won't matter.
That may be years. Seasons.
That's what I'm hoping.
Okay.
If worse comes to worse, we have absolutely no other leads into finding this zero person, then I'll entertain the idea about it, but sometimes knowing is worse.
Fair. I will give you that fact. The Augur of Zero, though, is something we know very little about. It is not related to the worm. It is something that just lived through the catastrophe.
Well, I know their name now, so I can at least dream to them.
Can you do that?
Technically, all I need is something that gives no doubt as to the person I'm attempting to contact. Of course, there's no way that there might not be a method it can contact us back, but I lose very little sleep over it.
I don't think that would be a good idea to try and contact it.
Then, I don't want to start preemptively calling it in it.
I actually don't think. I mean, there might be some multiple problems with actually going to contact it, but as for actually looking for it, I suppose it would be ideal. We don't have very many other options.
I mean, other than attempting to find out more about the cult in general.
From what I could tell, it could just live underground. And well, I don't mean to alarm any of you, but none of us are very good there. Very good.
I'm pretty confident underground. I don't know about the rest of you.
I mean, it's not that much different from up here. It's just, down.
Yeah, I was more imagining Cadme meant literally in the soil, not like an underground cave system.
Amaya does not have sense motive.
I just understand Cadme at this point.
I don't think you dig very well, Amaya.
But then you can make the argumentative statement that we're not very good in water, we're not very good in air, we're not very good in a vacuum. Like, there's plenty of pitfalls that could come within that method, but it doesn't really help us to go, oh, well, do that then.
I'm open to other suggestions. I mean, I admit I do not want to do it, but I don't think that I have any other options available to myself.
You know, I have a suggestion.
Sure.
Let's stop worrying about this for today. Try to enjoy the couple of days left we have in this city. And when we get home, we will think long and hard about how to approach this subject, assuming nothing critical comes up. Because we still have to go up north when we're done in this city, investigate what's happening in the Rosewood.
That is true, Astusa. You do have a challenger to approach.
We're assuming that is going to be a challenger.
I really hope it is.
Why?
I don't know. I think it would be fun.
Yeah, well, never mind.
I've not met anyone else with powers like you. I think it would be fun to see another person.
That's because if we met other people with powers like me, it would be a big issue. I don't want to have to deal with people who can turn our very words against us, or like, I don't know.
Well, if they turn our words against us, you could turn their words around again?
No, that's not how that works.
Is it not?
No.
Oh, okay.
Do you eat words? No.
I think I could.
The general guide is if you stick it inside my body, there's like a good 50% chance that it doesn't work on me. But, okay. Let's follow my suggestion for now. And try not to think about it, even though it's very hard not to think about it.
Speaking of pointless worries, where's Kelleris? I know
God, who knows?
No, I want to trust her more, and she is very picky about where you look. But,
I'm gonna go check her room.
Okay, sure.
The door is locked.
Leash.
Adeline knocks.
There is no response.
Adeline looks through the keyhole.
You see a keyhole view of her room, and there is no response.
Well, she's not there. Okay.
Actually, one moment.
Oh dear.
Yep, door's still locked.
As much as I love Karis, it is a very big issue when she just disappears for stretches of time and then comes back like, mangled.
Yeah, I know.
It gets me concerned for an hour and a half.
I was only mildly mangled last time. I'm getting better.
She's mostly bitching about having to cast mending for ages.
She thinks it's a form of protection versus us, but as part of our family now, she simply just hurts us by doing this.
It's just a large pain in the ass.
Exactly. That is one way of putting it. Though I do not know why a separation like this is causing you pain in your ass.
Cadney.
It's an expression.
I'm gonna smash you with this pillow. She pulls a pillow out of her hat.
Right.
Looks mildly threatened.
I'm going to take a step back here for a second. We all will. As a group, the vacation is coming to an end. It's fairly clear that even if it's not necessarily today, but within the next few days, the vacation will come to an end. And as a group, we've had several sessions now. We've gone on vacation.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything that is there anything in particular anyone wants to handle? In particular, that they think they want is a thing they want to go and look at. That is striking.
The only thing Kelvis wanted to do was, experiment with the armor turning into another sentient person with the ability to speak. Just basically wander through a crowd, touch someone, transform, and see if she can turn back from that.
What Keris will discover from doing that is she will turn into someone who is vaguely similar, though not close enough that you could disguise as them.
Right.
If you touch a middle-aged human woman, you turn into a middle-aged human woman, but not necessarily the same middle-aged human woman.
Right.
Middle-aged human You don't just turn back from saying the word, though.
Right. That's what I wanted to know. Otherwise, anything else she was going to do depends on, contact with the others, but she's not going to go seeking them out.
And as it stands, basically what I'm saying though is if the group doesn't have anything in particular like they still want to strike and do, if Adeline wants to try and win that prize off the armor wrestling exam or something, I don't know. But otherwise, we can skip forward to the end of the vacation.
I don't think I have anything pressing that I would need to cover in session. I can always just tell you out of session if I decide something comes up.
We don't want to be kill crap.
Part of me wants to go talk to Chad, but also Cadby really doesn't want to go talk.
Well, as it turns out, though, Chad is near the Rosewood, we got told.
Oh, that is convenient.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I guess I'll be going to talk to Chad at some point.
Because you got told the leprechaun lives somewhere in the Rosewood, or the edge of Rosewood, so...
Did we actually have, like, a predetermined date where we were going to end the vacation?
No, the group didn't have a predetermined date when they're going to end the vacation.
Well, that sucks.
At some point, though, Keros would have to come back. Unless you just plan to leave the party.
She's not planning to, she just may be, like, a day or two behind them. Because eventually, it'll be, they've still not contacted me, it's been a few days, I'll go see, I'll go talk to the barkeep and see if they've actually left yet. And it's like, oh, yes, they did leave. Well, I better go catch up. Providing no one actually, breaks into her room or asks for a spare key or something and reads the goddamn note she left.
Why would we do that? You told us to respect your goddamn privacy.
Well, you said a room in a place that's, or a letter that's a place that's locked.
Yeah.
Off the top of my head, I instantly thought of 3 ways of getting in there.
Yeah, but you told the ones who would normally do that to respect your privacy, and they probably want to listen to you.
Mm-hmm. And if you're not here after a few days of stuff, I might just dimension door in. That's a simple enough thing that she can just be like...
Okay, 4 ways of getting in. I forgot if there's a good dimension door.
I mean, we can assume a dimension door's inside to check for a corpse, then.
Also, she's robbing everything that's yours.
There's nothing there. You dimension door in. Keris has literally emptied out all of her stuff from there, and there is a note sat on the bed. That is it. Which basically says, first line was, "Don't tell Cadme."
Too bad.
And then basically is just shit going down. Gone to see a friend. Either dream me, or if that doesn't work, leave a star in the window the night before you leave, and I'll meet you on the road. Basically, each night she's come to outside the tavern, checked her window, seen there's nothing there, and then gone off again.
Although, yeah, too bad Cadme's gonna find out anyone knows about this.
Steph is annoyed enough that she'll probably tell the party at large that Keris is in hiding.
Not in hiding.
Amaya and Airleys just facepalm at the same time.
Apparently she hasn't discovered sliding notes under doors, but first opportunity I'll dream her.
I'll also note that Amaya and Shiva already know what Keris's handwriting is like. This is even worse than normal. It's clear she was in a rush when she was writing this.
I will say, though, Keris's next few days go completely... she's completely relaxing vacation for the next few days.
Yes, quote-unquote relaxing vacation.
I mean, nothing happens, that's...
Yeah.
So...
She'll basically, once her experiments are done, just spend her days wandering around, basically.
Still dressed as an assassin.
Yeah. Which does mean that if anyone does try to dream her, it doesn't go through.
It's okay.
Well, first of all, you have to be asleep for that to work.
Yes, but even if you did that, Keris sleeps at some point. But even if you did that, and all the normal conditions for it should happen, it just doesn't work.
Stop giving us choices.
But did Keris not actually give a way to contact her?
Well, there's a star in the window, so
Yeah.
assuming that Istifa spends the night not being able to dream revenge, she'll go, okay, someone cut me a star.
Honestly, Seaver probably did that, like, just in case.
It's probably the smart thing.
Just get out of the goddamn way.
And yeah, the evening she sees the sign in the window. The next morning she'll head out on the road up towards whatchamacallit?
Rosewood.
Rosewood, yes.
Station? Or
Oh, we weren't
carriage,
taking the train. We were just
Yeah, we're not taking the train back.
Because we'd have to like jump off halfway.
Right.
Which I don't want to do
forgot,
again.
I forgot there wasn't a station there.
I do worry about these 62s you keep rolling.
Dun, dun, dun.
But I suppose then we'll skip forward then to the group traveling out to the Rosewood.
What's the approximate date for when we're leaving?
I don't know exactly off the top of my head. Is there a particular reason you want to know?
Just because we're approaching the month of Neth.
Check. Neth is November, I believe.
I believe so. Yeah, November.
It's not Neth yet, but it's about to be. We've got like 2 days till Neth.
Okay.
Something close to that. I might be off by a day or so.
It's close enough.
For sure, the group.
Are we going up to the Rosewood carriage or?
I can horse.
They don't send carriages into the deep forest, so.
Okay.
I can horse us until we get there.
Okay.
Would I be able to rent a horse up to there? Because I don't have mount.
You'd have to buy a horse, not rent a horse, because
Dang it.
there's nobody returning it.
How much is a horse?
Like 75 gold.
Yeah, I'm walking.
And I would walk 500 miles.
Just means I'm going to be even further behind you guys, because I'm not going to be able to keep up.
I'll get here one day.
Yeah, eventually.
Up to tens.
Lots of tens.
Dark, can I ask a quick question?
Yes.
You know how those little pellety things I found in the assassin? If I hit them with detect poison, are they poison?
The ones with the letter P on are poison.
Okay, good. I guess I'll keep them reserved, not knowing what they do, but I know they're poison, so that's useful for me.
But
But as we're leaving as we're like the day before we leave the city, Amaya's going to just tell everyone there's about 30 days left until her birthday. If anyone, wanted to do anything about that while we're still here, had something in mind.
that day's already passed now.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we should just have one big party for everyone's birthday. Because I
Maybe.
think mine's also passed. To Rosewood.
Oh, Dark, there is one other thing. Obviously, a couple of days before we actually leave town, does anything else happen from Kelris sleeping in the armor?
Not that Kelris has noticed.
Okay.
Which is the most vague answer I could have given.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm always fine with that answer because it means I don't have to deal with anything.
But sure, the group spends some time traveling. It enters into Neth on the road, understandably. We're traveling several days north. The air is slowly growing colder as you start leaving. Well, as it turns out, autumn is transitioning into winter. But the group will make camp roadside at one point or another. And I'm going to take the guess that Karos is going to be hustling in her travels.
Probably, yeah. She knows she knows the others will probably be on horses, so she's travelling slower anyway. And she probably set out slightly after them, so yeah, she's trying to catch up, but...
Would you say hustle and forced much? So not only is she basically pushing herself as fast as you can, but she's trying to push herself for a little bit extra time as well? Is it hours of travel, like 10 hours of travel per week? Or per day?
You know, she was kind of eager to leave this town anyway, so that's probably fair for at least the first couple of days.
Alright. I'm just kind of tracking where you are in relation to the party, and in case you get murdered.
Mm-hmm.
It's a completely fair concern.
Mm-hmm.
How does Hestia feel having to do the long haul of walking besides the horses?
I mean, she has a lot of constitution, so it's not the worst to her. She can deal with it. Yeah, you know, she'll catch up eventually, probably.
The one benefit to Kaora is that Hestia is slowing down the carriages.
I mean, she could just use the helmet.
Does she?
Honestly, probably. Doesn't want to be an inconvenience.
Tinder, please apply the fatigue condition.
That gone. There we go.
Thank you. Bottom right. The group has made camp during their travels. You've been travelling for a few days now. The Rosewood is slowly approaching, but for now you've been mostly heading along small countryside trails. They're not particularly smooth, but well, they don't need to be. Well, leading you the way. Campfire and provisions made by Reese once again. Fill your stomach. Reese back at the job of cooking and performing songs in the evening to try and raise morale. Even though, well, we just had vacation, we don't need more morale, but more morale.
Morale is always useful.
Reese does seem a little bit troubled though, the fact Karis isn't here, though.
I don't like this.
Any reason in particular?
I'm waiting for just, I don't know, some kind of constructs buried lightly in the soil to kind of hop up. Or for one of the wandering groups of them to come across us as we sleep, even if when we set watches.
It's a few hours. The group has been in camp for a few hours, having been having like their stews and everything. Where suddenly, breaching out of the trees, having followed a scent, will be a certain catfolk everyone knows.
Well, may or may not know disguisers, but it would be pretty odd for just a random catfolk to happen to stumble across you.
I mean, also wearing
the liar.
I mean, also wearing the assassin armor.
Mm-hmm.
It's also fairly hard to maintain a disguise while sprinting for a few days.
And yet she manages it.
The one note everyone's going to take note of. Karis is looking a lot slimmer. Looks like she's lost some weight.
You know, hustling for a few days does that. And she did have a fair amount of weight to lose. She was a chubby kitty.
Well, I'm glad to see you finally deigns to come back.
Hello, Caloris.
Just sort of sits down next to a tent.
You're going to get tackled by Reese giving you a hug.
She doesn't resist whatsoever. Just sort of sits there and lets the tackle hug happen.
Caloris, you look thin. Come get some soup.
I'll get some in a minute. She's clearly tired from, well, force marching for a few days.
Aspen also jumps high. Wait, did you get that?
Aspen jumps up, says hi.
Yeah, okay. Sorry.
Yes. She gives a sort of a wave to him. I'm assuming, like, Aspen, Hazel, that lot aren't coming too close because, you know, she's wearing the armor of doom. But she's...
Aspen immediately tackle hugs, then immediately leaps off in disgust and sort of stands there and kind of...
Can he leap off? Isn't he stuck?
He can leap off.
He controls his Velcro.
I didn't know he had enough control over his Velcro.
Yeah, when it's like violent pain and when he's touching, yeah, he has control.
One of those cases where you learned control.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Academy doesn't move.
Oh, I'm glad we're no longer split up.
It is nice to see that Galros is good.
God, am I getting the silent treatment from Cadme now?
We are going to have words in the morning. But for now, there's no point in burgeoning you with it when you're barely on your feet.
Mm-hmm. We're all going to just rest right now. Talk in the morning.
Should we set up watch?
I'm sorely tempted to just keep walking now.
It is
But I made you food.
I can eat and walk.
No. No, you got to stay here if you want to eat.
You're not gonna walk off with our bowls.
I can eat then walk.
And in what way does that do anyone good?
Coerce, you are not leaving.
Being stubborn for stubbornness' sake?
Yes.
Not for any good reason.
I'll take first watch.
I call dibs on last.
I'll join you, Cadme. I would like to sleep a little sooner.
Help!
What?
Oh, god damn it.
Hmm?
Karis gets back on her feet.
The group hears like it doesn't calling from help from out on the road.
Alright.
All
Going.
right. Yep, let's go.
Fly team.
I didn't
Fly.
I didn't see anyone on the road when I was just there.
You didn't see anyone.
Oh god damn it! This is so a trap.
Hestia, stay here.
Probably, but we have to anyway.
Someone's gonna, as someone you help on the road, everyone leaps to their feet, and then people go into the camp and steal everything. It's how it works.
Yeah, Hestia, you're a great guard.
Do we have her? Hestia is currently an elf.
If I'll turn it right off then. If you're going to react to the help, please put yourself inside the red box.
I'm fast.
I'm fast flying too.
I'm
Close
stubborn.
Behind.
I'm fast and stealthy.
I'm fast and stubborn.
I mean, Reese would just want to go see what's going on because he feels obliged, but at the same time, given he's slightly worried about something happening, he's going to. Everyone will see Reese concentrate, and suddenly his armor form out of nothingness around him.
Siffa gives a quick high five.
he'll give you a high five back as he's come to follow.
But if people are going to investigate, Carl's going to, hover above the campsite and just keep an eye on it.
I suppose
Don't worry too much.
I will say I'll drop my pack in the campsite, just basically toss it inside one of the tents. Because otherwise I am in medium load, and I don't like being in medium load.
My
I'll
state.
take care of our stuff.
I guess Hestia will also
Damn
not
it.
be an elf anymore. More what I was saying that she currently was one. Which the reference of you're a great guard sits here as an elf.
Okay.
Oh, I mean, if you turn Stingman, that won't court with me.
I would kind of prefer Koro there.
Too bad.
If Koi stays in camp, he can empathic link things to
Yeah,
tell you
that's
bullshit's
why
going down.
I don't have that with Hestia.
And you could also just shout. I doubt it was that far away.
We did hear the
Would you-
help.
We also have Clarion Call.
Would you like to take Airlease with you?
Yes, if you're okay with that.
I make no promises for her safety.
Shiva will protect her, it's fine.
Bold words.
Look up.
Ba-ba-da-bum. This map is familiar, but I think we've just had similar ones before, but not this one.
I mean, I've used this map from this one many times over.
Right.
Very nice maps.
Wow, Shiva.
She wants to believe it's a child.
Yeah, as you show, what you see appears to be what appears to be a human kid lying on the road covered in blood, still awake and groaning.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, this is definitely a trap.
Not rolling. Flare flap!
I'll keep up
I'd
with
hustle.
Cadme. Seeing as I am the doctor, I'll keep up with Cadme.
Stuff has got to fly over here.
And we're all just believing this.
Adeline's,
Activate initiative.
Adeline's climbing
Yep.
this wall here
Oh,
to get an overwatch.
Adeline, in that case, make a perception check for me.
Oh my god. Please.
Hey, sure. Right.
Adeline knows she's not a medic, nor is she a comforter, really. Well, she is, but this is her job. Is more. We're out in the wilderness now, back to huntress mode.
Adeline,
Why have I lost some max HP?
congratulations! You get to act in the surprise round.
Oh, hey, okay.
Because Adeline sees this.
Oh.
Huh.
Dark,
I'll describe what that is in a second.
How far away is that?
I need to remove the jailer. There we go.
Oh, wait, Dark, can you also
Sorry,
send
mind.
Yuri, because she was...
I've lost Yuri. One moment.
Yuri, no!
Fuck me. 2 initiative.
I mean, I roll a 3 on my initiative, I'm sad.
Let me figure out where the hell the cat is.
Check back the tavern.
It's fine. Worst case, I have a backup copy on the fort still because I keep backup copy there all the time.
Good idea.
There is
One cat? Yay.
feel free to place yourself anywhere reasonable for Yuri to get to.
Cat is following Cadme.
Let me just go ahead and add my initiative and that of the wooden ogre.
Alright. I'll add mine.
Oh, I'm very excited, actually.
You have fire spells.
No, well, first of all, this is an ogre, not a troll.
But
No, I think
Hey.
because the wood pot.
Oh,
Also, hey, guess who's...
but no,
Guess who's
I
on her
prepared
toes?
a different spell.
Did you prepare spells of runes today?
No, I preferred Phantasmal Killer.
Oh god. Just...
I've been waiting for so long.
We're just gonna insta-kill someone.
Want to.
I mean, that's the point of Phantasmal. That's where I'm gonna have it eventually as well.
I mean, yeah, but still... Oh, jeez. Let's you do this.
The ogre rolled a 1.
Well, at least I'm still going before it, I think.
I'm missing some HP and
So-
I don't see why.
So, in other
fatigued.
words, the person who saw it and it are on the exact opposite sides of the initiative chart.
Tinder, your current AC is correct.
No, HP.
Your
Oh.
current HP is also correct.
I was on
Oh.
52 before. Oh, right. Mysterious penalties, right. Okay.
My god, you're wearing radioactive armor.
I mean, that's fine, as long as I know that it's meant to be like that. It's just I was looking over my sheet and I've suddenly lost 7 HP and it's like, what the fuck's going on?
One moment. Quickly need to check my chart, because something just messed up there.
Some of my attributes had also changed, so I'd changed them back, like my strength and dex, but if that's something you've done as well, then you'll have to reset that as well.
I had done this.
Right.
Right now I need to remember what they were set to.
I remember
I know the originals. I don't know but I need to remember what I had to lower them down to for you.
I remember the strength had a 0 mod now, I believe, and I think the dex as well. But that was with the fatigue condition.
But you are still fatigued.
Yes. I mean, sorry, I was making sure I'd healed myself up for the, resting each night and what have you, and I noticed my health had dropped, so, and it's like, oh, what, have my stats fucked up? Oh, my stats aren't right, I'll set them back.
There we go, there's your stats back to what they should be now.
Right. That's fine. As long as I know that's what they should be now, that's fine.
That's fine. I just say nothing that Carol had noticed.
Yeah, but there's a difference between Kelris noticing and me knowing that should be like that.
It's fine. You've noticed now?
Yeah, it's just that otherwise I would have, set them back to what they should have been when they shouldn't have been.
One moment. Oh.
Why are there so many nat 20s in the first combat we have outside of our... First combat after...
Surprise round, only Adeline and the Wooden Ogre act. Adeline, you act first as you suddenly see what appears to be... I mean, it's definitely the shape of an ogre, and it's definitely holding what appears to be a big great axe. But it's seemingly completely surrounded 100% with wood. And still with wood, things growing out of it. Like red leaves.
Well, Adeline's immediately just going to yell, ambush! And she's going to take aim and vital strike this thing with... this attack is going to have an entangling attack on it.
Okay.
Or a tangling attack. So, yep. Oh, where'd my number of hunter tricks on my actual character is gone, so yep. Get shot. Oh, great. It's been so long since I've actually done this. I've actually attacked or anything. Okay, yeah, this is going to be Vital Strike, and Old Red is active at the moment, so...
Oh boy, Old Red.
So, thunk!
Okay.
It's not bad.
I do confirm that you hit, first thing.
Okay, so now it is also entangled.
You hit, you're entangled. You realize you do not do anywhere near as much damage as you thought you did, though the fire seems to definitely work very well.
Anywhere near? 25 Vital Strike damage?
You feel substantial levels of DR, that's all I'm saying.
Oh god. Tough thing, and I'm going to 5-foot step.
Knowledge checks.
Oh, you're right. Before I do that,
we always forget to make knowledge checks.
You're right. What sort of check would this be?
You can attempt either an Arcana, or an Arcana, or a local.
Okay, I'm doing local. 16.
Well, it appears to be an ogre. They're a humanoid giant. They're generally big, prone to being something like a barbarian. They're big, they're strong. So all there really is to them, though, they're just generally huge.
Ogre! She yells as she 5-foot steps back, and can I stealth as I fall down this cliff?
You would have to actually take a move action to try and stealth. You can't 5-foot step and stealth.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought it was just part of movement.
It's part of a move action.
Oh, okay. Dang it, and I don't have any move actions. Well, either way, I'm going to fall down here then. And just so you know, Dark, I still have 10 minutes of climbing active. Got my climb speed going. But that's it.
Next thing to act would, in fact, be the ogre, who is entangled, sadly.
Mm-hmm. Sucks to
Which
be
really
him.
does ruin its plans a lot.
Good.
Exactly, that's why I wanted to. Yeah, it's entangled until the start of my next round, I believe.
It will simply move to here then.
Jesus, that's with half movement. That's half movement and one move action, so...
Yes.
Ugh.
Half movement, one action.
Yeah,
If it could get 5 feet further, it could have swung at you.
Mhm.
Big.
Yeah,
That
he
thing
is.
fast.
Because I will just for sense of making ease for everyone, show its attack opportunity area for you.
Thank you.
Oh god, I'm so glad I 5-foot stepped back.
Mm-hmm.
Now we reset round to Adeline being first to act initiative.
Alright, first things first, I'm going to activate Chameleon Step. So I get to move twice my speed as a move action, and I can stealth as part of this.
Okay. Do you still need cover to stealth?
Don't think
I mean, if you do, that just means these trees in the background. So
yeah. Does not take any penalty on stealth checks for movement during this action. Okay, so I just don't take penalties.
yeah, you'll still need cover then. You'll still need to be behind a tree or something just to activate stealth.
I mean, I am down below the bridge.
Yeah, but you're going to have to move for you to trigger this, so it makes sense that, you know.
Which is fine, because I'm going to be moving behind this tree, and then up it. See, can I do that? No, I'm just gonna run behind the tree and then stealth over this way. Behind this.
Like behind the broken pieces of, well, maybe pillar?
Yeah. And then I'm going to poke my head out and take another shot at it from stealth.
Yay!
And you know what? This is going to be another tangling shot. So, and Vital Strike as well, so fuck you!
You fire again. Does not do as much damage as you expect, once again.
Mm-hmm. Careful, that thing is tough as lead!
But the fire definitely seems to burn a little bit. Also, I've marked down Reese's aura, which is if you take a charge action while you're inside that aura, you get +1 attack and damage.
Yeah.
Because Reese is the leader.
Huzzah.
Also, can I attempt the Arcana check as well?
Nope. You can only take one of these checks.
Gotcha.
The kid spends his action to basically snivel and cry on the ground. Karis?
Oh wait.
Ah. Where is Yuri in the initiative?
Yuri's not
on it.
Yeah, I forgot to roll for her.
It helps generally when you add your companions to initiative.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Because I could really do with something eating that thing's...
Okay, 14, so I'm after Airlings.
Yeah, I'll delay until after Yuri. Because I could do with something eating that thing's attack of opportunities.
Mm-hmm. Which is what the cat is
And
good
flanking. Please give me flanking.
Lisa's the next one to act.
Shiva's not going to benefit from Airlisa's protections very much, considering she already has a base AC of non-existence.
Yeah, I'll have you know that I have the same AC as Kelris, which is sad.
Do you?
Well, you had 19 when you were made diminutive, right? So you have like 16.
Well, I've got even less now thanks to dex penalties.
Yeah.
God,
Airlisa double moves on to Reese.
Okay. Which in fairness, Reese does have like 23 AC now, so...
Yeah, Reese is the best Reese, beyond, honestly. Or, funny enough, Yuri.
Best thing is, I can't shield myself either, because the armor blocks it. So I'm going to be on 14 AC for this fight.
Actually, Air Release is not very good for Yuri because I don't think I can combat Reflex Bodyguard in Attack of Opportunity.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
Actually, you can.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
no, it's an immediate action against an attack.
Yeah.
It works for that.
James exploited that all the time.
Alright, either way. So, Airlease. Now on Reese.
Yuri?
Yuri! How high is that cliff?
The cliff measures about 10 feet.
10 feet, okay. What is it?
Or it's 5 feet if you jump to this bit first, then up here.
Oh,
It's
okay.
two fives to go that way.
Okay, then she cannot fail to do that.
Yeah, if you're wondering what there is to jump up, basically you divide the check by divide your check by 4. That's the number of feet you jumped vertically.
Okay. So yeah, Yuri's now going to run up here and just jump around like this. She definitely has that.
The wooden ogre is going to attempt to bisect the cat.
She would actually enter movement there because that was 5 feet too many.
It's going to attempt to bisect the cat.
All right.
I'm scared, honestly. One of these days, Yuri's is gonna die.
Oh.
Okay, he does actually hit, I think.
Oops.
Jeez,
Yeah,
plus 4 for
18 to
mobility.
hit. Fuck.
Yuri has stamina. Yuri has stamina, though. I need to pull this up because stamina has things that I can do.
Oh, I have a dumb idea.
You need to say it preemptively.
Oh, do I? Damn it. Okay. And yep, Yuri's going to take damage. Oh, geez, that's a lot of damage.
You do know that ogres generally are dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
Is that attack roll including Entangle?
No, the Entangle ended at the end of Adeline's turn.
No, because I hit him
she
again.
shot another one.
Yeah, I shot a second one.
Okay, in that case it would have been 2 lower.
Then it would have been a miss.
Oh, thank God.
He hit me by 1.
Also, just so you know, I'm sorry, I'm entangling that entire area. Fuck that thing.
That's fine.
We're
Yuri has the
mostly
reflex
ranged
saves to
except for
avoid it.
Taurus, I'm sorry.
Yeah. If you want to wait until Reese's turn, I think Reese might put out a good hope to buff everyone.
Oh yeah, and Yuri bites with trip.
I think it's too big.
Well, I can tell you Yuri bites and does 0 damage. And does not.
Oh dang it! It's got that much DR. Jesus. Ugh.
Mm-hmm.
So actually, yeah, then the trip wouldn't have gone through anyway.
Yeah, Yuri just can't get a teeth through the wood. That's not normal wood.
So basically, us melee characters are just a roadblock for it, while the casters can smack it.
I mean, if you can do more than 10 damage, you can override its DR, but...
Now, I have a dumb idea, but it relies on the command words for my suit. What action is it to do them?
Standard action.
Standard action, right. I can work with a standard action.
Are you gonna become an ogre?
I may be becoming an ogre.
Okay.
It's standard operation procedure for magic items. If unspecified, standard action.
Yeah. Now, I am thinking, because that's 10 foot up, could I just go like that? Would that count, or is it more than that?
Since you'd be climbing upwards, it would be slightly more, unfortunately.
Right, so I have stamina. How much stamina would I have to burn to get there?
You could spend 2 in total, but it's not unreasonable.
Right, so burning 2. Can I actually... Basically, obviously, I want to transform into it. Could I activate it as part of our melee attack to touch it, or would it be one then the other?
You activate it, and as with melee touch spells, you can try to deliver them on the round you cast as a free action.
Okay, I'm going to be doing that then. 22 to touch.
The ogre is going to attempt to resist.
Interesting.
Unlike a crab, it does have the ability to try and resist.
And unlike a random passerby, it probably has the save to resist.
God damn it.
You attempt to unleash the effect, though it seems to fail. Though you do sense it tried and nearly worked.
Now, did that discharge, or is it still held?
The effect is gone.
Right. That blows.
You could try again next turn if you survive.
Yeah, it's the if I survive that worries me, seen as, like, if a nat 1 wasn't an auto fail, he'd still hit me on it.
Shiva?
I'm gonna move up to here. Wait, no.
Apologize.
Hold on. Let me. Why'd I close out of my character card? Holy shit. I'm
Also, your
sorry.
position make Good Hope nearly impossible to cast. Just so you know that.
Sorry.
It's been. Alright, now Roll20 doesn't want to open my character card. This is good. I'm glad that combat's going really well. Oh, also Arcana. Let me do that while the game's freaking out on me. That seems like a good idea.
Yes, it does.
Get this out of the way.
Oh, nice.
What you find unusual is the wood the creature's encased in. It seems odd. Like, on first you just think armor, but it's growing. That's not right. Huh. To Shiva's mind, it almost seems like someone's made a construct by just building it on top of a person.
That's terrifying.
Or in this case, an ogre. Just as terrifying.
I'm gonna go ahead and cast Shadow Trap on it.
With that, though, you identify the features of the armor. It has resistance 10 to every element except for fire, which is vulnerable to instead.
Yeah.
It also has DR10 adamantine.
Jesus, of course.
I'm
And
also
that's a
gonna
special
go
feature
ahead
you unlock.
and shout for Hestia to get the heck over here. While I go ahead and attempt to Shadow Trap it. So I need a will save 17 from it.
You can check the will save of the ogre. It gets a 20.
Unfortunate.
No.
This is very problematic.
Hmm. It's got surprisingly good will save for an ogre.
You can make this so impossible. Because the requirement of Good Hope is no creature can be further than 30 feet from every other creature. Like this, no, I can only ever catch 2 other creatures in this because you guys are so spread apart.
I tried to get closer for you.
I know, but the whole group is generally spread too far apart.
It's just Cadme. Cadme's
Plan
awkward.
B, Dark.
Hmm.
Cadme and JMac.
What? What's the plan B?
I don't know. Why do you not have a plan B?
I mean, World Song.
I mean, I could just do World Song, which is +2 AC flat for everyone.
I'm
Just
okay
starting
with
up a
that.
performance would be nice.
It would still be also hit on me.
I mean, if Yuri's eating the attack opportunity, that's at least nice for you.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3, 4. Reese will have this World Song begin.
Yay.
As I can activate that as a standard action, I will burn 1 round of Bardic Performance.
I'm assuming World Song still affects me.
I don't want to batter you to remind things, but just remember that probably Amaya as well and Hestia will eventually come to combat if we take too long. I'm hoping we don't hit that point.
They do just need to hear him, so depends on how loud he is.
No. Shiva shouted.
Yeah, and also it at least means something to Amaya and Hestia that they could hear the World Song from where they are probably.
Yeah.
This is World Song. It's fairly loud.
I just want to make sure that's kind of in the back of the head of yes, eventually we'll have help.
Dark, can I ask a question off of Shiva's knowledge check?
What's the question?
Would she know or would she think that you could sunder that off the ogre?
She isn't sure because it's not necessarily simply armor. It's been grown almost out of the ogre. So maybe
to her it seems like it's basically reanimated almost, an attempt to reanimate similar to when that mask was on the kid.
Okay, so you break it.
But worse.
But let's see. I don't have a good solution here. Is there somewhere
How does the kid look to you?
I got it.
I mean, he's on the ground wounded and crying right now.
And crying's good. He's alive.
You know what? Fallback strategy. Adeline?
Mm-hmm.
As a step forward, I command you to shoot that ogre. Get +2.
Will do.
So it's like if I don't know which of my move actions, it's always a good fallback. Just command me to do stuff.
It'll be okay. It'll be okay. Go over there. Academy's going to point over by behind one of the trees, over here, as Hazel's going to heal the wounded kid. Swift action.
Okay, you're gonna activate that power from Hazel.
Yep. And that's going to be.
You know how many hit points?
I'm rolling it.
Yes, the ogre has +6 initiative.
Hate
Here's
it.
a pain.
Admittedly, it didn't exactly need much to get over me.
The kid appears healed up of the arrow wound in him.
Oh no.
That means there's others. This ogre doesn't have an arrow.
I pointed over here.
Alright, you point over there. Attempt a diplomacy check to try and guide someone who was kind of freaking out.
You can do it. I believe in you. God damn it! Why did I lose skills? There it is. Not high as it was. That's still good.
Alright. You think you succeeded.
And then I'm going to move here and cast a Holy Ice Spear. As the rain that's sort of collected on the ground is going to form into a Holy Lance spear thing.
Aha. We have 2 holy spears. If you clump up some more, then I can cast Good Hope.
That was the plan.
Cowis!
That's gonna hurt.
I mean, yeah, this is gonna hurt.
Wait a minute. Cowis on here twice. Go away.
I shouldn't be.
It's
Well,
it's
this is-
because you delayed your turn. I think Dirk accidentally added
Oh,
on her
right.
twice.
Right.
I got a duplicate. It's the ogre's turn.
I'll have 2 turns if you want.
The ogre is going to. The ogre's still entangled, correct?
Yes.
Mhm.
It's entangled until the beginning of my turn. Minimum. Might be longer if I go again.
The ogre is simply going to leap off the cliff here to the bottom.
I will
lovely.
take that attack of opportunity.
You may take the attack
So
of
Yuri.
You can both take it.
Come on, Yuri. Actually,
Ha
deal enough damage. Damn it.
No.
Damn it, Yuri.
Neither of you managed to hurt it.
Actually, yeah, no, Yuri couldn't deal damage to this thing even with max damage. Damn it.
And it's going to go ahead then. And given the fact that Cadby hasn't done anything yet, so it's going to target a very loud, noisy person because that just makes sense.
No. Oh dear.
Damn it, Shiva, be louder.
I mean, she shouted. What do you want?
That's a 23, which misses Reese.
Oh god.
Ooh, thank you, new armor.
As it flies towards Reese, and Reese just manages to deflect the blow away.
SA.
Well, unless it has anything else to do.
Not this turn, not yet. Though it does seem to be getting angry.
Oh,
Oh.
god, it's gonna have like a whirlwind attack or something.
Dark, I do have one question regarding my knowledge check that I want clarified. Is it a construct?
It counts as both construct and humanoid.
So do mind affecting stuff work on it? Does
Yes.
sorry.
It
Oh,
does.
okay.
It has that annoying situation of worst of both worlds.
Oh yes, good. Thank you.
Do I
Holy
want to
shit,
just
I'm
try
glad.
Phantasmal Killer it?
I mean, it's affected by mind affecting. It's still
Why
a living
not?
ogre.
It will have a good 4 and will save, though.
It,
Or
it's got a
decent, at
decent will
least.
save, yeah.
And he'd be looking at a DC 20 for both. Coral, can you do anything to help me immediately? Because you don't have... Do breath weapons provoke?
No,
Do not provoke.
Well, unfortunately, he can't really actually get close enough without being absolutely battered to hell.
What size is this breath weapon?
It's just 5 foot line.
Oh,
10
ugh.
foot cone in water.
Okay. Yeah.
Baby dragon. We haven't seen its reflex save, so I want to see its reflex save. Coral's going to cast Grease underneath it.
Shoot. Which, it's the perfect size. Okay, so all of its saves are about the same. It's got like 7, 6, 7.
I'll actually correct that. It's 877.
877, okay. So
here's
it's
hoping.
average across the board.
Here's hoping for some luck, and then they'll go get a better chance to really do this.
I mean,
Instead, got to cast Phantasmal Killer.
At least worst case now we can just set the grease on fire to get it.
DC 21 illusion will save, DC 20 fortitude save. I'm using a dose of silver. God damn it. Stop rolling well. Where's my silver?
The ogre in its bloodlust does not seem to care about its fears.
Ironically, I want to use Clawspear on it next.
I'm gonna move up a bit. Let's see, where's my favor?
Alright, so Koro just greased it, correct?
Underneath it, yes.
Yeah, grease the squares. Okay, so Adeline is going to move this way, stealthing as she goes, and stealth behind this tree. Over here.
Oh,
actually,
I tried.
Yeah, don't worry about getting me in the Good Hope. Yeah. I'm over here stealthed.
Also, I forgot, if you would choose to join battle and you weren't in battle before since new round and new initiative, you may add your magic yourself to initiative now.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Alright.
I'm assuming nothing's been happening back at the camp.
Nothing so far.
Something might happen, but this is more important. I'm sorry.
Alright.
It was more a case of, you know, if they were already in their own fight.
No.
I've already got... Do I want to do this?
I rolled poorly. You rolled just as poorly.
Well, Hestia has a 0 initiative.
But you
Question
both did
dark.
better than Astusa.
Yeah.
If I hit with a bolt, it's gone, right?
If you hit with bolt, it's destroyed, yeah, generally.
Alright then, well, gonna do this anyway. I'm using an adamantine bolt for this.
Ooh, fancy.
I mean, it's a good time.
I would
It
like
is.
to. So you don't have flaming bolt, right? It just has fire damage, correct?
I also have incendiary bolts, yes.
Well, I'm asking because Old Red does fire damage. I'm
Yeah,
not sure
no,
where it's
it
coming from.
counts as having flaming bolts. It reads the bolts in flame as I shoot.
So there's grease under it.
Yep. There is. But I will
Make-
do far more damage by hitting it directly. Generally.
Fair enough. I'm just making sure that that's like a
Oh.
thing.
Don't worry, it's a setup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Adeline's going to yell to Reese to light some bolts for me, please.
Far away.
Am I?
You are really quite far away, and you're stealth.
Okay, then I'm just gonna keep this up by entangling it again. Another entangle shot. And pew! Yes, and that is an adamantine bolt. And yes, I am going to put in 5 points of stamina into that.
Okay.
So 22.
Yes. I got a 22 with an adamantine.
It is a direct hit, and it was a loud crunch as a large section of the wood armor caves in on the blow.
Oof.
You know, it probably has like 200 HP.
Ah, maybe.
That's a bit much.
Yeah, that's a bit much, but
Maybe
still,
like 150.
still, that's a good chunk. That's 29 damage.
Hell, even a tenth of its health in one attack is pretty damn good.
Plus, I am always doing damage thanks to fire. Yay, fire!
Following the instructions given, the wounded kid just seems to scamper behind the bush.
Over here, Adeline calls him over.
I don't know if he wants to go near the one that's actually doing damage to it. Make it pissed off.
I mean, it's just more the fact that he had to get from prone, so that's as far as he could get.
Yeah. Also, it's entangled again, just so you know.
Please.
Airlease wants to search Reese for Tinder Twig.
One moment, I need to check my inventory. Yes, there is a tinder twig in there.
Excellent. He's gonna pull out a Tinder Twig from Reese as a.
Hey, that's mine.
And Yuri's has not eaten its attacks of opportunities yet, right?
No,
Nope,
not yet.
I mean, Yuri's initiative is literally the next one.
Mm-hmm. So, if you want to delay,
Yeah, I'm gonna delay.
all right. Yuri's going to dive bomb. Jump.
Was that entangling attack again, by the way?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, I said that. Okay, wait, nope. Not going to do that. Yeah, she's just going to run over here and jump over here on it. So, flanking with Cadme.
It is obviously not happy.
No one likes flanking with.
Yep. So, does it take attack of opportunity against her?
It does.
Okay. Let's see this. It's trying to beat 30.
It's
It meets.
Even with Road Song?
Yes, that's with World Song and everything. Is there any way for me to get more?
yeah. I'm also declaring though because it would do this given it missed last time.
It
It
rages.
spends 2 points of its own stamina.
Oh, lovely. That's
The first enemy or stamina.
okay. Well then.
Well, time for TPK, guys.
As it spins around and clocks Yuri for 30 damage.
Oh,
ow.
sweet Jesus.
Okay.
And also, you were struck with a direct hit from the ogre.
Hmm?
Please make a fortune save.
Oh, god damn it. 15. That's not enough.
Yuri, you fly back 20 feet.
God damn it.
Oh my
If there
god.
is a solid object, take 2d6 damage. The cliff counts as a solid object.
Okay. Well, she was
Well-
down the cliff, so she doesn't actually move. And how much damage?
2d6.
Oh god. Well,
Well, it was nice knowing you,
let's
Yuri.
see. Okay.
out of nowhere.
Very low damage. Okay.
As it hefts its giant axe onto its back.
Okay, that's not fun at all.
Well, at least it's
Yuri's turn, done.
Okay, continue.
Airlease is going to grab a Tinder
Wait,
Twig.
I ended the turn early. Yuri?
Yeah, Yuri still has a turn. Alright, well, she knows her bite isn't going to work, so she's just going to try and trip this thing, just manually.
Okay.
It's going to be
Have fun with
crappy,
that.
but
And you could always nat 20 on
that's
the.
9.
Yeah,
So
no.
no. Okay.
At least,
At least.
you
At
grab the
least-
Tinder Twig.
Airlease takes a Tinder Twig and will attempt to charge with the Tinder Twig to light the grease.
Isn't he too close?
I mean, technically, you can run into it square freely because she's so small, but
I guess.
I technically don't need to enter his space. I just need to
you could charge.
light the end of the grease.
Yeah,
charge
I
there.
mean,
I can't actually charge because
No.
that's a
Yes, you can jump down and you can choose to light the. You can light the grease if you want to.
yes.
Because sploosh, it's now going to burn for 1d6 per round.
Ooh.
yay.
Now run the fuck away, or at least.
Can't just by your steps.
Yeah, that was my
But
turn.
it's okay, he's very small. She won't be seen.
Kyrus?
5 foot stepped for flanking, and let's try and turn into an ogre again. +2 on
Back it
this for the
apart.
flank. Oh, fuck!
It will take a -4 in its saving throw to resist you turning into it.
I really wish I'd done my normal attack and just broken its legs now. That would have been the first time it would have actually have gone off.
It would have been a great time.
Yeah,
It's
I know,
okay.
right?
This is entertaining in its own right. It
Oh, yeah.
fails.
Does it?
Yes.
think.
That's pretty high.
But last time it was like a 20 something and only just passed, I think.
Well, you don't actually know what the DC was there.
No, I'm just guessing off the previous roll and what you said.
Unfortunately, though, that isn't quite a success, but it was so
Oh,
close.
fucking
Oh.
hell. Right, well,
I just barely.
I've wasted 2 turns now, and that's all the charges of that I had for the day.
I mean, it was really worth the try, because if you could become this thing, that would have been amazing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well, it didn't happen. Shiva's turn.
Even more threatened.
I mean, I'm no longer threatened by the Tower of 5 foot stepping. I hope.
You're no longer threatened, you can see the threatened area. It's marked.
Well, I'm more concerned of it somehow hitting me again, as I was saying, I hope. I don't like any of my options, I'll be honest.
Turn invisible.
Doesn't help the party, though. I'd rather insist in murdering this thing.
That's not.
I mean, is it really murder if it's self-defense?
Let me check something. That GMX brought up me enough times at this point that I might as well attempt it.
Yeah, there might be something the psychic spells are useful.
Oh,
There's inflict pain.
well, there's inflict pain.
It's at least a
That
-4 for
actually
1 round.
would be a really... Oh, it's 1 round per level.
Well, yeah, but even
On-
if you
on
fail, it's for
rules,
1
but
round.
That's true. Yeah, no, get the fuck... I'm gonna attempt to inflict pain on it. That is a DC 19? Yeah, DC 19 will save.
Inflict pain? Okay.
Yes. 'Cause even if it succeeds, it's still -4 for 1 round, which is very helpful. It fails.
Oh.
Oh, yay.
So that is a -4 on attack rolls, skill checks, and ability checks.
Nice.
One moment. Its back's really hurting.
Good.
No, that's not fair because Karos has the same.
Good. And
I've
stay
got some
entangled.
arrows. I've got some arrows in its back, actually. There we go.
I mean, it has 3 of those in its back already.
Anything else from Jiva?
No.
Crazies.
I
Get
feel
out
like
of
we need
it.
more hope. I feel like we need more hope in our lives.
That would be nice.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
You might want to 5-foot step out of its range. His attack opportunity, though.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, thank God.
Reese will step back to here, and
Mm.
will plant the lance in the ground and activate Good Hope, affecting all the allied creatures in this little local area here. So you can add the Good Hope buff, which adds +2 to basically everything.
Thankfully, it's in the common buffs.
It is.
Oh, I should definitely have that.
Really,
Because Yuri gets
even affects ability checks, which technically affect concentration checks, because concentration checks are ability checks.
Thank God. Thank you so much. My
Good,
plan.
Good Hope is the master version of heroism, but it's a short duration. As all of you are inspired by the presence of Reese. Also, Adeline, shoot it between the eyes.
All right. Oh yeah, I forgot to actually add that to my.
You're not going to
Last
say
one.
no. You're not going to say no to my orders. They're great.
Yeah, I forgot to add that to my last shot. But all right, that's fine.
Cadme.
Academy's gonna do the only reasonable thing and just stab this thing.
I mean, it's fair. You're flanking. You're flanking, and you have Good Hope.
Add 2 of this.
That's a hit. Congratulations. You don't deal as much damage as you expected, but it hits.
And then Academy's going to... Nah, stay right there.
It's going to like wind up its axe for a moment, and it's going to begin a flurry.
Yeah, I knew it would have something like this.
Mm-hmm. Pretty predictable.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
It'll first of all, up here. Out of fire.
Yep, I thought it would.
It's a little bit of fire.
It does, however, take a bunch of fire damage.
Yay.
Yeah, I kind of didn't want Reese to 5-foot step back there.
Too bad. You need to communicate these things.
But it's going to begin its flurry. Who does it target first? Real quick.
I'm scared for Yuri.
It will attack the person who most recently attacked it, which would be Cadme.
Me. Oh yeah, Cadme.
Academy.
Yep.
Axe.
I will immediate action. Cast Stone Shield to
Dark.
have it
Ooh.
miss.
Dark.
Yes,
It should be taken at -4.
that's true. It should take a -4. That's true, which means that's actually a 23.
I was already calculating that, so
Okay.
yeah, that's the only reason why I can do that.
Its flurry of blows action. Its flurry of swings action automatically ends as it failed an attack.
Oh,
Oh, thank God.
yay, Cadme.
I'll tell you the mechanics.
Also, Stonewall.
The mechanics of that, it can keep target. It can keep attacking as long. It can keep attacking as long
As
as
long
it
as it
continues.
keeps attacking, keeps hitting.
As long as it hits, it can keep swinging.
Oh,
man.
God.
Luckily for you, it's basically mindless right now in rage, so it's not making the best targeting decisions.
Good.
If so, it would target like Yuri and Karos first to guarantee, and probably Karos first to guarantee hits.
Yeah, Yuri, not so much. Though Yuri is very hurt right now, so she
Like
doesn't
one
feel
of the
like
guaranteed
it.
hits, it would do like here, then here, then here.
Mm-hmm. Or at least first, probably.
Point is, it's not intelligent enough right now because it's rage. Hestia may enter the board. May enter the board on the road on the left-hand side.
Yay. I need my dragon placed.
Remember, it does have its attack of opportunities back now.
Well, here we go.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, that's fine.
One dragon.
I apologize. I lost her on the map for a second.
I'm also just going to move Maya because Maya's also next. So
Okay.
there's this big wooden ogre thing swinging around a giant axe.
Tommy, I have a question.
Yo.
So you have the Draconic Aura of Fear on your rework up here. Is it Charisma Hestia's Charisma or Shiva's Charisma?
It'd be Hestia's turn.
Making sure. Okay. Don't care about that then.
Is there a thing?
Breath weapon?
I'm thinking so, but I want to probably improve it honestly because I just think scares me. Okay, so if I use it from here, nope, I gotta move up here. Let me try and angle this right. Don't want to hit anybody. This should be fine. Shiva, you don't exist. This should be fine. The hesitation as I look at my own character.
I mean, you can totally aim it because you can do this instead. To do
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
Because luckily
Anyways.
you can range from any corners, which is a wonderful feature.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go ahead and
Double beam.
see, I have to move one more up. Anyways, yes, Bubble Beam. Except I'm using the charm, which has been on Hestia because Shiva has no reason to have it on her. And let me go find that. Make it this instead.
Wrong one. Let's see. You're using the Hestia version of the bubble beam.
Which is this. Which should be 15 foot instead of 10 foot, but close enough. Because with the improved breath weapon, it goes up by 5 increment.
But it will make a reflex save. It fails.
Oh yeah, now you fail something.
He's got debuffs stacked all on him.
Yeah, I think it inflicts pain. Does that affect skill saves?
No.
No, but he is entangled, so he's taking a -4 to Dex.
A large amount of blood just spills out from like the wooden orifices, staining the ground, but it still seems to move.
Oh, of course. And I don't have anything else to do, so Maya can go ahead.
Maya?
I cast Scorching Ray.
Oh, thank God.
2 touch attacks.
Okay.
You stamina then?
Stamina, the second one? I
Those are
would
both
seem to
hits.
say.
Those are
Oh,
both hits.
Never mind then.
Both hits?
Touch attacks. It's taking Dex penalties at the moment.
I guess it's also like a fairly large creature.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, that's a really good first fray.
Let's see. I need,
Stop
to know
sounded.
I need to know what their separate damages are. Could you quickly map those out?
18.
and 13. No, wait, 10.
Yeah, 18 and 10.
Because it get times by 2, I imagine.
1.5,
1.5,
but yeah.
but yeah.
Yeah, same, close enough.
One minute, I was just figuring something out for myself. So that's 18 and 10,
Mm-hmm.
Of fire damage, yes.
which then also means it's going to be multiplied up a little bit. That's fine. Oof. Okay. It gets blasted twice, huge amounts of the wood burning, but the creature continues moving.
Alright.
The blood is pouring out from its orifice, like the cracks in the wooden frame.
Alright, and Dark. If you need to make more than one swift action in a round, you can sacrifice your
No, you
move
cannot.
action,
No,
correct?
no,
You can only ever make one swift action, ever.
that was
Okay.
3.5, I think, could do that.
You get 3.5.
Okay.
It was a mistake people thought because you could do it with other actions, but it doesn't
Right.
Okay. Then, swift action, I start my Kieran style, and as a move action...
You can dance.
I guess I'll just move
Slide
up to
closer,
here.
yeah.
I see.
Okay, Carl says fuck you, grease under him once more.
Oh my!
It spreads the fire.
That's what happens when you have a sorcerer. Has grease. Ever has grease.
Also, fiery grease as well.
Alright. Anything else from Essie?
Okay, first of all,
It looks like it should be standing at this point, but it somehow just keeps pushing forward.
I get a feeling we might need to fire, so Stiffa is flying over him, slightly outside of his range, thankfully. I don't want to do this, but I have to. She's gonna cast Burning Hands.
Just whoosh.
Roll for
I need
damage.
Yep, I need a reflex save. That's a T. No, that's a 4. There we go, 5.
It rolls a 10.
There we go, he fails.
Now he's failing once fire gets involved.
Fire.
It stays going.
God
Still
damn it.
moving. As blood continues to pour from the orifices.
I get a feeling we're gonna need him to like roll like a 2 or something.
I get the feeling it's getting harder
Go
each time
down.
we hurt him.
It is definitely getting harder each time he's hurt to keep going.
Alright. Do I want to use my adamantine bolt here? The one.
Could you use Incinder? Well,
Oh,
actually,
I
yes,
need to
it's-
light the incendiary bolts.
Wait, it's the start of a new round. That's important for you to know. One moment. Can all characters with the letter A in their name please roll a reflex save?
So,
Okay, yes, I do.
Amaya, Hestia, Esthusa, Cadme,
it's literally
Adeline,
everybody except for Reese and Kelris. There you go.
and Yori,
Yuri.
Yuri,
and Irilise.
Toro, and Erlius.
Please, let me roll a good reflex save for one.
If you roll a 14 or higher, you dodge an arrow flying at you.
Ha-ha!
Aha!
Alright, well, I'm good.
I mean, that's a lot of arrows.
That's just me.
Oh, wait,
Hestia-
I'm near the
Hestia also has
waistline
to roll.
now. Oh, I know. I was thinking, oh, bye.
Okay, never mind.
Wow.
Oh, no,
Polar
that's-
opposites here.
that's-
If you are hit by one of these arrows, you take 10 points of damage.
Owie.
By temporary hit points.
Where did these arrows come from?
They seem to fly far from the north.
Hmm.
They arc basically through the sky like a scatter shot.
Did
I don't
percent
appreciate
damage?
this.
I did percent
Which
damage.
is why there are such arbitrary targeting methods as what letters in your name, because it's just scatter.
You just happen to be the letter that has most of the party.
Yeah. Adeline's moving over here, stealthing as she goes. Yeah.
I mean, you have to roll stealth for that, but that's fine.
Yeah. Which we've
There's-
kind of been looking to do that for the past couple times, but
There's a DC for you to beat.
is it 21?
Still sees you.
Dang it. Okay.
You were close, but it still saw you.
Alright, do I want to fire off my last 3 adamantine bolts?
Kill it.
It's pretty hurt.
Yeah, I know.
Probably, it's assumably pretty hurt.
Just shoot it.
It shouldn't be
You know what?
really
Yep.
good.
I'm just gonna use a regular bolt, so. Pew! I'm gonna spend 2 stamina on that. So 17.
The bolt hits, but does not break through the armor.
Damn it.
Oh, I just thought ages ago I couldn't have used stamina to move, could I? Because I was already fatigued.
That's
Uh,
no, you can. No, you can. You can't get stamina back while you're fatigued, though.
Ah, right. That was it.
And if you run out of fatigue while you're run out of stamina while you are fatigued, you'll become exhausted. Instead.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, kid.
Hide, kid.
Behind where I was. Good boy.
He seems absolutely terrified.
Fortunately, Wounded Kid did not have an A in his name.
He does have many letters there, though, for Wounded Kid.
Mm-hmm.
Does.
I miss being ill.
Which had an A in it.
Okay, yeah, but then there's like a word which isn't fair.
Okay. Yuri is going to do a thing, because, need to double check this. To my dexterity bonus. Okay. No, up to double my dexterity bonus. Is there a
Okay.
limit to how much stamina you can spend on one thing, just arbitrarily?
A maximum of okay, so it depends. If you're doing it for movement, it was up to your dexterity modifier. If it's for attack, it's up to 5.
Okay,
Everything
so
else-
it's based on this thing.
Everything else is specified otherwise. So if it's for mobility, I believe it's up to 5 as well.
for dodge and mobility, that they run off each other's, which is up to your dex mod.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be spending 5 points of stamina here on Yuri to increase my AC by 5 for against attacks of opportunity, and by 2 against just regular attacks until the end of my next turn. And Yuri's going to run around here and go right here. Wait, no, right here. Meow.
Very scared.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you get pancakes.
You're playing with fire here.
I
I mean,
know,
he has a minus
but this is
40, I
Yuri.
think, still.
Yuri's
We're all
got
playing
a
with fire
plus
here.
9 to her AC against attacks of opportunity right now.
You need to stop. You're gonna jinx it.
This
Shall
includes
see.
all relevant penalties and modifiers.
That is a miss. That is a very miss. Okay, yeah. And now she's going to try and trip it again.
Sure.
The thing that I hate is that Hestia goes right after it, so it always has attack opportunities for her.
Trip! 18!
Nowhere close.
Ah, damn it. Okay.
Everly's?
Airlease
go.
moves up Reese and climbs up him to help provide defense. That's it. Your turn, Caloris.
Yep, I move round. And I'll actually try and hit it.
Fuck him
Yay.
up.
No.
Oh.
Not got enough stamina to make a difference on that.
Yeah.
No.
But it would be too high for flanking, which would be 14. Did a 17 hit before?
It did not, I don't think.
So yeah, no, never
Because, yeah, I
mind.
definitely did enough damage with mine.
Shiva?
I'm just gonna step backwards and
Snowball?
yes, I'm thinking.
You'll have a -4 for shooting into melee, but wait.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
how far
gotcha.
back do I have to move away from that?
Shooting melee applies as long as there's allies adjacent to it.
Oh, I see. Okay,
Yeah, so it's a -4 on your attack roll.
Yeah, but
Still
this is why
touch attack,
precise
and it's
shot's very
probably
good.
mostly armor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
10
like
there's a
there's
minus.
almost.
10 there's a -4 to this.
Yeah, I mean, after all,
Okay,
a 10
that's
hit.
fine.
So
A
17
10
versus
hit it from
touch.
torrent. So.
It's definitely fine. I also empowered that with the bloodline shit I have because I hate this thing.
Fair enough.
It's intensified. That's what I'm looking for.
You know the annoying thing? The other day when I was doing Kelvis during downtime, I was on my laptop and every roll I had was a stupidly high, like 18, 19, 20 rolls. And then I switched back to my PC and it's like, nope, that's a 4, 3, 4.
It's just that happens sometimes.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's just my laptop works better.
You've had a lot of bad luck with coerce melee, but I can
As
very,
as
very
as a snowball makes contact, it hits and the blood just stops kind of spurting out as cracks form, and the creature falls to the ground.
Thank God.
sorry.
Oh.
Splat. I'll reveal what happened. Reverent. Once a creature's hit points have hit negatives, it becomes reverent. A reverent creature may act normally in combat, however, each time it takes damage after the attack that brought it to 0, it must make strength checks with a DC equal to the damage taken on its turn, or continue acting reverent. On a failure, it dies.
Oh, so yeah.
Okay,
Each time,
so.
each time it took damage, it takes -1 penalty, a cumulative -1 penalty.
Ooh.
At some point, it would fail. At some point.
Also, Jesus, that strength bonus.
Yep.
It's an ogre with
It was
construct
it was
additions.
over in rage.
Yeah. Yeah, but still, that's an equivalent strength of like what plus 12 34.
Yeah, that's an ogre.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's an enraged ogre.
Hestia's gonna have 24 strength at 10th level.
I believe more precisely, actually, it had equivalent strength at the start of the fight of 37 to begin the fight.
Jesus.
Jesus.
That including
Well,
its rage.
it's an augmented raging ogre, so
Yeah. Okay. I guess that's fair. It's got construct power behind it because
But yeah,
most ogres are like 24 strength.
yeah. The fight, however, ends though. The fight, however, ends. There's moments of silence, and you hear very distant sounds of. You hear very distant sounds of creatures rustling in bushes, and then nothing. It seems like whatever archers decide to run.
Again, weird type of decision making.
cool. Loot the ogre.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you have fun with that. Kelvis is just going to head back to camp.
Yeah.
Uh,
Adeline's getting up on the hill again, going on Overwatch.
Someone look at the kid, please.
Actually,
she was not looking at him per se, but she's going to escort him back, just without really prompting. She'd prefer to take him to the camp.
Adeline on this cliff. Also, I realized where this map was. This is the I'm pretty sure this is the map where we fought the Elven guards.
No, it's just similar.
No, it's similar. We did not. This was not the map to the Elven Guard. I still have that map.
Oh yeah, because I was thinking that because it's got the little alcove here thing that I thought Essie had.
It's similar to, but not the same.
Okay.
Yeah, if you move back to camp, you can feel free to move yourself down. Loot-wise, there is one large masterwork axe. I'm going to write all this out for you.
Big old axe.
I wish we didn't have so many people that I can use my special hat sleepy power. Also, once again, I have to bring up the note that this must have been expensive.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, to make this.
But this
Just
person
a
is
wooden
just
golem in
like,
general.
we're just letting these things roam. So either they're not expensive, they have some kind of method of, I don't know, maybe a magic item that can weirdly make golems.
I'm going to guess part of the cost was circumvented by using a live ogre, because you
Yeah.
don't necessarily need to have a complete animus.
But there's still the other
Yeah,
golems
and you do
to
and
take
you do
into
get to
account.
save like an ass ton on raw resources.
There's still
So
the
the
magic that
ogre, I
goes
don't
into it as
expect.
well.
Yeah, no, the other constructs, those were expensive as balls, but
Mm-hmm.
this ogre
maybe.
is
They
probably
weren't actually
reasonably
that big.
cost effective if you can capture ogres.
It could also have been that those that the sort of like Nutcracker soldiers were animated objects instead.
With bombs in them?
Yeah.
That doesn't really make sense considering they seems to, you know how they were when they were there, they seemed not intelligent, but able to react. That doesn't sound like a spell.
Unless it's someone specializing in making constructs.
Okay, there's that. But even then, animate objects doesn't last that long, does it?
No, but it can be permanent. Like
That's still
can
very,
pay for
again,
it.
that comes back to the expensive argument.
Yeah.
The big problem is that there's two types of animated objects. There's stuff animated with a spell, and then there's you pay the cost and animate them as per craft
And
construct.
then you have spins which try and attack you.
Yeah.
There you go. That's what it had on it. One masterwork, one large masterwork axe, one large masterwork spike gauntlets, 6 times a large javelin, one strange-shaped bee, one strange bee-shaped gold amulet, and one cracked emerald salvageable for 50 gold. If it was whole, it'd be 100 gold.
Is the amulet magic?
New. Yes.
Ooh.
Shall I try see what I can find out now?
Yes.
If you take it back here, I can identify as well.
And I just want to hurry while Good Hope's still running.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Reese's Good Hope only lasts for about a minute or so make use of it.
Just quickly roll spellcraft. Fuck me.
You cannot use mending on the gemstones.
No.
It's okay.
Save-
I got you.
save my
I
honor.
got you when we're back here.
Save my honor.
As Tuva still thinks she knows what it is, it appears to be, like, as far as being magic goes, it is very basic magic. On it.
Oh, okay, so we're fine.
She believes it has 2 functions. One, as a one-way message spell, essentially like a minor dream almost, to go from whoever created it to this amulet. And 2, to function as essentially whoever made its ability to have a focus on the creature wearing it.
Mm.
Essentially maybe a tracking device or a way to issue commands at distance. That kind of thing.
Does anyone object to me shoving this in a hat and hopefully cutting that off?
I kind of want to put it on.
I mean, you can
I don't
break
think that's
it.
smart.
We can put that on after we've decided that the risks, or that the benefits outweigh the risks.
There is the argument actually that breaking it actually is not necessarily a terrible one because you could just mending it again.
I do have a fancy mace of breaking shit.
I like to break it.
I also don't have it prepared.
Yeah, and be
We can
careful not
mend
to
it later.
destroy it.
Just break it gently. It's fine.
Fair enough, then. Someone else can mend it this time.
I will.
Crunch.
Bonk.
Congratulations, it had 1 hit point left. It had 10, it now has 1.
Nice.
Is it broken enough for it to stop functioning as a magic object?
I mean, if it took 1 more damage, it'd be destroyed, so
Mhm.
Yeah, which would mean they couldn't repair it to begin with.
Yep, it is now broken.
you nearly overkilled it.
Yeah, and that's why I was worried with Mace.
I have precision.
Like, essentially, Amaya lifts up the mace and like, wait, where's the bee gone? Looks at the mace. Oh, there it is.
Just thunk.
But yeah, your camp seems to be fine. Though anyone with scent will realize there are tracks in the base. Like someone did try getting into the base, getting into your camp, but when you guys started winning so fast, they ran.
Ha.
Yeah, take that.
What size are a tract, if I can ask whoever's...
Adeline will check that.
They are generic medium size, that you can tell that much.
Probably. But... Shoe? Does it look like a shoe rather than like just a foot?
Can Adeline identify the tracks, other than just generic medium? Yeah, just like, what kind of boots are they?
Because I wonder if someone's actually hurt if it's just never...
They're boots. They're boots. That's what you know.
Dang it.
Medium boots.
Yeah, they're generic boots. Where are they going?
In the same direction as the Rosewood.
Yay.
Adeline's gonna ask, do you mind if I follow these for about an hour tonight? Then I'll come on back.
Go for it.
Should you?
I'm gonna rest a minute to catch my breath.
Yuri, come here.
Oh yeah, thank you. Yeah, she's very hurt. Sorry, Yuri. That axe really hurt.
Adeline, if you're going to be doing this, have heroism.
Oh, thank you.
You're a very good cat.
I mean, we can also provide a channel out to everyone. So,
Yeah. Academy is going to basically just do cure moderate wounds as well as channel strike through it. So basically, Yuri gets channeled.
my channel, by the way, has 2 extra hit points. That's actually 20 hit points per channel.
Okay.
Does that work on me?
Yes.
Okay, so we know that works at least.
He made note of it at the start of combat that works on you.
I wasn't listening.
Thank you, my dear. Yuri meows at Cadme and sort of curls up around her. And also goes over and meows at Reese and bumps into his leg.
Yeah, you heal 13 and 21 from me.
I did not need that second one. She was at max health with the first one.
Well, I couldn't have channel smoted through my hand. It would need to have struck her, and that was with the channel energy, with the heal wound.
Okay.
Basically, you just hit off a lance of healing.
So overheal the cat.
She
The cat-
detonated.
I like how the cat's purr just plops up.
Explodes.
Her hair
And now
gets
she's
really
just gonna-
glossy.
Yeah, she's just gonna come over and bump you both a few times.
Aw.
Alright, I'll be back then. And Ling is going to sneak off because we're in the woods, aren't we?
Mm-hmm.
Here.
She's got shadow armor now.
Though only for the woods.
It is true. Kevin, I've got to do this heroism. Shadow quality +5. Okay.
Well, before we go into huge details, I do have to point out it is 11 o'clock.
Yes.
Yeah.
And our DM has work tomorrow.
True.
What
As
time
does-
do you start?
Tomorrow, for induction, it's 8:30 in the morning.
Oh, lucky you, I'm
So you
7.
Probably time to.
Yeah, you need to go.
Yeah, I start at 7 tomorrow, so
I mean,
I feel you.
but we're just going to wrap up here. That's not too much of a thing. Adeline can follow the tracks. That's not too difficult for her. She'll end up running across what seems to be a well-placed, like essentially a firing range area that was set up, clearly with like markers set up so they knew exactly how far to fire.
Clever.
And then the track seemed to head off into the wilderness, where, well, they go on for a while, probably longer than Adeline's willing to venture out by herself.
Yeah, she's only going to be going out for an hour.
It seems whoever they are did decide to scram when their trap failed.
Yeah.
The wounded kid seems to be completely in shock right now.
Fair enough. I can work on that.
you'll have opportunity, I suppose, between sessions if you want to try and get anything out of him.
Yeah.
What time frame are we working for between sessions? Are we just having the night or the rest of the
Just,
trip?
just overnight.
Right.
And the morning, I suppose. You can have like early morning, like campsite, preparing lunch, preparing breakfast, morning training, that kind of stuff, before travel. But
Mm-hmm.
you essentially have like 10 hours of rest, maybe 11 hours of rest. That's it as your downtime. Other than that, though, everyone can get a successful 8 hours of rest if they so desire.
Yay.
Fuck you, fatigued.
Fatigue goes away.
I can stop preparing horses because we're in the forest.
And they still help in the situation, but don't necessarily need them as much.
I think we want to be more careful anyway.
Horses are more obvious.
Yeah. They have clops and stuff.
But this will be the end of the session. I'll be continuing to be here to talk while I quickly basically prepare for bed. So if you want to ask me questions, you can, but I'll be slowly unwinding.
No, well, I'm going to head off myself.
Good night, Tender.
Night.
Night.
There.